Hello, everybody.
Hold on.
Yo.
You said you were hitting
Yes,
start.
I'm hitting start, but we're not on yet. Okay, now.
Now we're on.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sleeping Gods of Ninda. We will be sharing our videos and such in one moment once I get my act together.
Oh God.
Will that ever actually happen? Who knows?
Please ignore that I accidentally clicked on the wrong screen and showed it for 2 seconds.
Well,
Sorry. I forgot it was that easy to change between things.
It's
fine.
I forgot how easy it was. That's fine. I'm going to just... You're not going to find these people in these places, so I don't know why I'm showing them here. The only person you can find in there is Sunny.
Yeah, anyway, so Shannon, you're
Sorry.
watching the
Yeah,
Adventure
you guys
Zone.
bam.
I made an announcement in Discord, so hopefully people will file in soon enough. But Shannon, you're watching the Adventure Zone again, or listening to the Adventure Zone.
I am, yeah. I actually restarted from the beginning because I was like, I really can't remember a lot of what happens, and I feel like the comic, like the little book they made, the first one, I feel like it kind of skims over a lot of stuff. So I'm like, I'll just re-listen from the beginning. I was only like 15 episodes in when I like stopped, so it's not like a lot.
You would barely.
But
15 episodes in, you're at the end of the first arc, I think, probably. So, or somewhere in there. So yeah, you're not that far.
I just finished listening to the episode with Clark, and I'm like, this is just such a good episode. It's so funny.
Am I better now? Why is my mic so stupid, y'all?
That's a good question.
Hold on a second. See if I can fix my audio. It says it's the correct one. No, I'm always quiet. Like, this microphone is bad. That's what I get for buying one that's like $15.
The one that you bought specifically for streaming?
I mean, the one that I bought specifically for my class to be able to hear me was actually why I bought it. Which is why I was willing to buy one for $15. It's not a streaming microphone. Please no one comment on how I should not spend $15 on a streaming microphone. Anyway, can you hear me now if I'm holding it like this?
We're broke.
Hopefully this is better. Maybe.
Alright.
Okay.
Fuck it.
I gotta stop looking to the side, though.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Okay, so anyway,
I forgot what I made.
How far are you in it, Chan? We're talking about the Adventure Zone for those who have joined us.
So from re-listening, I just finished the episode with Clark, and
Aww, Clark.
I love that episode so much. It's so funny. You threw my wolf into the fire. So good. But yeah, so I'm excited to be re-listening to that now. And yeah, that's going to be probably my go-to podcast for when I'm in the lab doing lab stuff, processing samples and whatnot.
Solid.
I like listening to podcasts while I do stuff like that.
Me too.
Yeah, I listen to them when I get ready in the morning. Thanks, Tim.
See, now I'm completely caught up in dugongs and sea dragons because that was like my one of the main go-tos for in the lab, which worked because it's marine science D&D podcast. But now I'm caught up, which is like, I mean, I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, I can't just binge listen. Now you gotta wait every week.
The shrug, yeah.
But yeah, Dugongs and Sea Dragons, fantastic podcast. Definitely my favorite D&D podcast. Also check it out. Learn some marine science. It's very good.
I mean...
Also, cough, cough, Sienna, because you definitely need to
Yeah, I know, I do.
I mean...
I'm currently catching up on NADPOD, so...
Yeah, I'm caught up on NADPOD. I'm a couple episodes behind on Taz right now.
Oh, I'm behind on Taz as well.
I'm caught up on nothing, as one would expect.
Yeah, I am caught up on Dimension 20 though, which all y'all should be because it's
I am not.
I
so
am
good.
definitely not caught up on
Oh my
that.
god, this season is so good. So
I never
I
even
bet
finished
that I'm
Crown
gonna
of Candy.
fucking love it.
interesting.
Yeah, I still.
Well, I mean, this season is new. It's only 4 episodes in, so just start fresh.
I need to finish Unsleeping City.
Or
I
just
didn't
start
finish that either.
fresh. I mean, Unsleeping City
I
is
need to
good.
start all of those
Crown
that y'all
Candy is
have.
good.
Well,
Just
I want to
what?
finish
I
Unsleeping
know
this
you
is-
do. I'm just saying. I just want someone to be in where I am.
I will watch it soon, Rebecca, I
Uh-huh.
promise.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Um,
Anyways, for all of y'all who are watching, should listen. All of you who are watching, you should watch Dimension 20, which is the best D&D live actual play show. And right now, they're doing a campaign that is a murder mystery, and it's very cool. I'm very into it. It's only 4 episodes in, and it's going to be a total of 10 episodes, so it's like not a huge commitment for this season.
if you aren't already showing our videos, you can now.
Yes,
I'm good.
Not accidentally showing them at the current moment. Hold on. Okay. There we go.
I now have some of my shit together.
Questionable, always.
It's very questionable. Half the time I don't actually know. And I've never posted the summary, so I'm sorry for people who are catching up now, but I'm going to I'm gonna summarize now.
Hold on. I just want to finish a statement before you summarize, so that it doesn't.
Yeah, go for it.
So Dimension 20 is on Dropout, which is College Humor's like
Streaming
service, which you do technically have to pay for, but it's worth
You
it
do
because
have
their
to pay
stuff
for
is
it.
actually original and good. But
I was gonna say not technically, Rebecca.
okay,
not
well,
everybody
I don't
can
technically
use
have to
my
pay for
account.
it. Sienna technically has to pay for it, but that's beside the point.
That's why I said not every. It's not.
Yeah, okay.
Not
Anyway.
technically. Nobody else can use my account. I have like 5 people using my account.
But you can get the first season, which is not the one I'm talking about. First and second and third season, I think, are all entirely on YouTube. So like you can watch some of the show, like parts of it, just not the current season, without paying for it. So okay, now you proceed.
Okay. Didn't mean to show that one. All right. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the world of Ninda. Welcome to the sleeping gods of Ninda. I am your humble dungeon master, Sienna, and this is our party of characters. We have Zahara Shearwater, Dragonborn, and mother of Ruby and Monty, the awakened shrub. We have Zahara. I just said that one. We have
Sienna can't word today.
I can't. We have Estrella Lafrell, a wild card rogue ? Lafrell.
Last name I used.
Yeah, that's the most recent last name that you used. Bit of our probably currently our sketchiest party member.
We always gotta have a sketchy party member. It wouldn't be a party without one.
I think it would be
And then
Kade.
you would think that it would be Kade Gladwin, played by Kate. However, while Kade is very quiet, as we have learned, they are only quiet because they just don't want to talk to the party. They apparently have 5 full friends. In
As
the
opposed to
5
half
they have
full
only lived in
friends.
for a year.
I don't understand. How do you
5
make friends when
full
you
friends.
don't speak?
Not 4.5 friends. 5 friends.
5 whole friends.
I've managed to do it in real life too, so.
So a little background, because I was a bad DM and unlike Crackety Jones, actually messaged me and said, "Good DM is good. Looking forward to the summary." I'm sorry, Crackety Jones. Bad DM is bad. To be fair, it's my 6-year anniversary with my boyfriend, and
Woo!
I was a little preoccupied, and I also had to work. So
Hey, we're not blaming you.
so a little recap. 6 months after the day the champions fell, which you can learn more about if you read the history, we met our party of Estrella, Kade, and Zahara in the village of Lilybrook, right here, where they are all kind of mysteriously told to go to the basement of the Church of the Beast. The three of them ended up going there together and fighting a horde of zombies that did not seem like they were originally buried there. They later decided to travel together to Dorsima, taking the advice of the mysterious notes that they found in that basement to not go out alone. As they traveled from Lilybrook to Dorsima, they came across quite a few travelers, some sprites, a ghoul that Estrella quickly just took out
Demolished.
in one hit.
Sneak attack.
And an unblinking Nothic that seemed to just stare. On their road, they also played some cards, traded information about themselves, and found that their trinkets that they also received from this mysterious message now allowed them to use the feat of Tandem Tactician, which allows them to help party members during a battle, mechanically. Once in Dorsima, we found out that Kade is actually currently living in Dorsima and had tried to not reveal this fact to their party until it was absolutely necessary. Reluctantly letting Zahara and Estrella crash in their apartment. Estrella first bought an inflatable mattress powered by a wind mephit named Steve. Following that, we went.
No, thank you.
We then see our party do a little splitting up as they each tend to their own little missions. Zahara chose to visit the Archaeologist Society to try and decided to see the Archaeologist Society. Like that. To see if a mysterious message that they found scraped on a rock on their journey there was any significance. Meanwhile, Estrella and Kade decided to head to the Mages Guild, where they met two of Cade's 6 friends. 5, sorry. Well, 6 if you can count the professor.
5 whole friends.
5 whole friends.
Fascinating.
And
I have, like, no friends. I don't
exactly.
understand.
I wonder why.
Yeah, good point.
We then ventured over to the Snake's Foot, where we found out that Kade has 5 whole friends, and we met them all. The following day, Kade and Zahara traveled back to the rock to show the professor of the Archaeologist Society that glacial boulder that had been scribbled into. And Estrella met Timmelt, the Timmelt Beryl Scale. That is his last name I created. To the Library of Mysteries and Magics, so that she could get a tour as a prospective student. While in the library, Estrella got to know Timmelt a little bit more, and Timmelt tried to get to know Estrella a little bit more. However,
kept failing.
Estrella made that
I'm
very
so
difficult.
good at deception, I'm sorry. No one can know me.
And while
That's a defense mechanism, isn't it?
And while Estrella
Who knows?
did not technically reveal anything, Timmelt kinda got the idea, and eventually took Estrella to see Hollow Crimson Heel's office, who was the visiting sorcerer at for the Mages Guild, and as we found out, Estrella's brother. This is still not known necessarily to the rest of our party. It's mainly kept between Estrella and Timolt. They found some interesting information regarding Hollow's possible whereabouts. On the expedition with the Professor, Kade, and Zahara, they came across some friendly chewingas, and 3 hungry gricks who almost caused a partial TPK. I know a TPK is you know what I mean. And
PPK.
with the absence of Estrella and her sneak attack damage.
You know, you just can't. You know, you can't live without me. I'm sorry.
Oh, we did though.
Well, there.
We
just
didn't die.
A little. You know, just.
To be fair, the professor was like very useless. So
True.
I think excuse me. As I was preparing for this week, I decided that he's going to be a commoner, so that I don't have to worry about fighting for him because
That's
he's
fair.
useless anyway. Once they reached the boulder in question, what?
I said, now you're understanding how to DM.
Yeah. Once they reached the boulder, Kade and Zahara took a well-deserved rest, while the professor went to work taking some rubbings and scraping some samples off of the boulder. During this time, the Nothic that they had first seen days ago sat perched on top, staring unblinkingly at Kade, Zahara, and the professor.
God, I hated that thing.
It proceeded to somewhat taunt Kade and Zahara as they just increasingly got more and more frustrated with this creature. It proposed that it would be able to help them with possible questions they had, and then proceeded to roll very poorly on its checks to do so, and really ended up knowing nothing. And that is actually where we have left our party. Currently, Estrella and Timolt are still in Hollow's office in the Library of Mysteries and Magic, and Zahara and Kade are still at the boulder, staring at the unblinking Nothic that has now decided to stop speaking.
Lovely.
I am going to have you guys do what we did last time, which is roll to see who's going to first.
D20?
Yeah. It's just either, well, I mean, Kade and Zahara, you guys can decide.
I can do it. I have mine out.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Estrella.
No,
Oh, that was a 4. Okay.
I have a
got
question,
17.
Yes.
Do you remember what I took from Hollow's office that I sleight of handed?
The placard,
You
right?
took the placard
Oh,
on the
okay,
door,
right.
which usually has just the name of the person, which is usually like on this one it just says Crimson Heel because it's just the last name. And they're usually, that they are usually green and red depending on if the person is in their office or not. But this one is black with white lettering. So you were able to pry that off. Timolt knew that there was something up because you were able to first off pry the name plaque off, and you were able to get into the room with minimal damage.
But I remember taking something that he didn't see me take.
You did. Yes.
What was it?
So there was a map on the desk that had certain places circled and crossed out. You took that, however, Timolt did see that. You guys are kind of poring over that together, but you did take a piece of paper that had scribbles on it that said, I must go before, I must go before, I must go before, over and over again, and at the bottom it said, I am sorry, Estrella. You were able to take that piece of paper without Timolt seeing.
That's why I sleight of handed it, because I didn't want him to see the reference to me.
To see your name, yeah. Even though it's quite obvious.
It's not that obvious. I don't know what you're talking about.
It is to the person that is with you right now. So Zahara, you said you rolled a 17, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. So we are going to jump over to you guys first, which means that we can actually use this new thing I've got going on.
Woo!
I've trying something, guys. I'm real trying. And Anyway, this is where you currently are. The Nothic is just chilling on top of this rock. The professor is still kind of like hunched over here, but once he sees that the Nothic is not going to attack, he goes back, still like looking warily up at the Nothic. He is going to continue with his scrapings and rubbings and research. And Kade and Zahara, you guys are over here. Monty is with you, and Ruby as well, obviously.
All right. So the professor's still doing his work.
Yeah, the Nothic is still sitting up there, occasionally just taking chunks out of the rock and eating it. Remember, his talons are so sharp that it's like a hot knife through butter. Into this glacial rock that you see that the professor, when he wants to take scrapings, has to try to take scrapings from. This thing is just making those sounds as he does it. No, not really, but this is what you were working with right now. And you guys,
right.
This is the start of the new art that I promised. If you look, well, I could even show you, but previously, he did not have the long gnomish ears. I added those in. He had somewhat pointed ears, but I made them more pointy.
Yeah. Well, Kade, what do you want to do? Because we took a short rest already, and I have no more hit die left to get back.
I forgot these guys are with you. These guys are still with you, too.
Oh,
Those are the Chewingas.
Jesus.
If you guys wanted to see them.
Chewingas.
I have one.
They're hanging out in Monty, so.
We just came out here to see the rock, right?
Yeah, you came here to show the professor where the rock is. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I have no first level spells, so there's that.
The Nothic isn't doing anything. I mean, after a while, the professor finishes taking his samples. He's already taken a rubbing of the words. And I mean, you guys can ask him questions if you want. The Nothic still speaks, but he's done speaking with you unless prompted.
Okay. So I'm gonna, once the professor's done taking like those rubbings, I'm gonna go up to him and say, so, Professor, I gotta get into my Australian accent. What can you make of all this?
Well, not much here, but I need my kits back at the society. And he's like keeps looking up at the Nothic. The Nothic is just staring between all of you, just taking chunks. And the professor goes, I need some stuff to be able to analyze this rock. By its placement and its shape, it does. I mean, it's like you said, it's a glacial rock. These words, I have seen them before. I've seen similar ones before, but I don't necessarily know what they mean. Basically, he needs to go back and do some analyzing.
All right. Well, shall we get going then?
I think that would be wise before I stab that thing in the eye.
Yeah, let's not
the
do
Nothic,
that.
the Nothic does say, I would like to see you try.
Oh.
I have my hand on my rapier, just staring at it.
If you remember,
that sounds like a bad idea.
If you remember, because I re-listened to this and I forgot how good these comebacks were. And before, the Nothic had said to Kade, "You are scared," and Kade said to the Nothic, "You should be scared." And then the Nothic said back, "I don't think so." Looked you up and down and said, "I don't think so."
This is a hill I will die on. Do not test me. I will kill Kade right now out of spite.
So as you guys are packing up your stuff to go, the Chewingas, Monty lets the Chewingas go into the forest. You kind of releases his branches out into the forest. And you guys head off.
Yes, please.
All right. The Nothic does do like a wave. It watches you go and just doesn't say anything after it had said, "I'd like to see you try," but you just go.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
And you guys head off. So I am going to have you guys roll me an encounter check.
Oh no.
Go ahead. You got this.
What dice?
Roll me.
I just spilled water all over my iPad. That's good.
Oh no.
Roll me a D4.
All right, now I gotta fish out my D4. I got a 4.
Cool. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright. What you guys come across is so you guys have already traveled this way like quite a few times now. You know this area. You guys do pass by the 3 Grick bodies. Just it has been less than a day. Like you might even and you just kind of see them sitting there and you see some flies and stuff starting to gather on them. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Probably.
And all of a sudden you see a giant shadow come across, like something flying over you. And you see this guy come into view.
Oh, this is how we die.
Yep.
Oh, it's a.
Yep.
Oh,
this
dear.
is the PPK.
The Nothic is not there right
The
now.
PPK.
Yep.
Nothic is now
Freaking
gone.
Chimera, isn't
I
it?
bet you're
a
really
manticore.
wishing-
Manticore. My bad. Manticore.
Really
Not
wishing on
Chimera.
there, right? you're
What?
wanting to miss Estrella, aren't you? Maybe you'll
Not
appreciate
yet.
me soon.
You were the one who wanted to stay behind.
I'm just saying. I don't feel appreciated, so go on.
Well, I mean, that's a very keen observation of you.
All right, and it is looking ravenous. I would
Great.
like everyone to roll initiative.
No!
And
We're literally gonna die.
the professor no longer needs to. He and Monty run over to the trees.
Cowards.
Monty has been told to hang out in the trees.
I got an 11, which is
All right.
I have a +4 to initiative. I hate this.
Oh, and I roll with advantage. I forgot that. I think that's a 22.
Jesus. Well, that's good.
All right.
Much better than last time.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
He's not right next to us, is he?
He's starting to fly towards you, and his next turn he's gonna be right by you.
Is he flying fast?
Love to see where this line of questioning is going.
I mean,
Can we outrun a Manticore's flying speed?
He has a fly.
No!
Oh, actually, you know what? Roll me investigation or insight, whatever.
Is this a monstrosity?
I
doubt
believe
it.
so. Yes.
Oh, really?
It is? Oh, hell yeah.
Finally, that comes into play. You asked that
Came
about
into play
everything we've
last time.
done. Oh, did it?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Alright, so
since I
this is,
played
I know what
I
your
have
favorite
advantage on
enemy is. I'm not gonna never give you a monstrosity just because it's your favorite enemy.
That's a 14 for intelligence. It's advantage on intelligence checks, so not like one of the other special things.
A 14. You do know that this is that this would have a fly speed of 50 feet.
Okay, well, We can't outrun it. We didn't bring our horses with us, did we?
Nope.
We did not.
Nope, your horses are not present. And
We are gonna die.
You don't know that. How do I?
Alright, well. How close is it to me?
This party was good while it lasted.
Well, it is your turn first. The Manticore did not roll great. So it is, 2 of these is 5 feet. So it is 5.5 feet.
Not far.
Not 5. It's 5.5 feet, I guess.
That's
so if it's 5
I
and
would
a
like to point
half,
out that's not how
can I-
distance works. It would be 7.5 feet. Because if it's half
Thank
of
you.
5.
Yeah, you
There
knew
you
what
go.
I meant. You knew
So
what
if
I
it's
meant.
7.5 feet, I
Fine.
wouldn't have disadvantage on my longbow, would I?
Here, I'm gonna make him smaller too. I mean, he's a large monstrosity, so he should be
He should be.
that.
No, well, he would be larger.
Twice
than
the
that.
size.
7.5 feet by 7.5 feet.
Sure. We're gonna go by this. I'm gonna say he's 10 feet from you. And I moved him back a little bit just to kind of
Okay, so
make it
I
make
am
more
going to attack with my longbow. And the good thing is, for as one of my traits for natural explorer, on my first turn during combat, I have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet acted.
Nice.
Awesome.
So I have advantage. So let's get this into play.
Please hit it.
It's a good thing I had advantage. That's gonna be it's a 16 plus 8. So
Oh, yeah, you
24
got
to
it.
hit. All right.
So you're staying where you are, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then 1d8 piercing. 1d8. Woo! Max damage. That's 12 piercing damage.
All right.
And I am going to use my bonus action to give the help action to Kade. And Ruby is going to give me the help action for my next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow that. That is Kade.
Should I do something that either could do a little bit of damage or something that will either end the fight or be an entire waste of a turn?
Wait, what do you mean ends the fight?
I can potentially get it to leave, or my turn will do literally nothing. Or I could just try and hit it with my rapier.
What do you... For getting it to leave, what do you mean? Like charming it or something?
Yeah, but it could be immune.
I might say go for it because I don't know
Alright.
if we can beat this thing.
Fuck it. Alright.
And
So
yeah, I'm still not even at max
I
health.
won't move. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. And I'm gonna cast Suggestion.
Okay.
If it's immune to being charmed, it doesn't matter. And if not, then it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. It is not immune to being charged.
God bless. What is my spell DC? Okay.
What is your spell DC?
14.
Got a 17.
God damn it. Well.
Is that all you can do?
Yep.
Alrighty. So this guy is going to take a. So this guy's gonna come close.
Oh, actually,
right?
before I end my turn, can I also like use the rest of my movement to run away from this thing? And I think Kate should do the same.
Yeah. I ran out of map, but I'm gonna just move you guys. I'm gonna just delete this or put it over to the side. I'm just gonna move you guys down the map so that I don't have to change places. Because I don't feel like
So basically, we're attacking him and we're running.
valid.
I have a speed of 30 feet.
Same.
He's like here. So you have a speed. What's your speed, Zahara?
30.
30 as well. All right, so that is
Do you want to do the blocks as just 5 for your sake?
No, I got it.
Okay.
5, 10. Yeah. Fuck. Now I lost count again. Fuck. 5, 10, 15, 20-ish. Yeah, we're gonna say that's it.
I like
That's
just picking
20.
up a piece of grass.
Zahara just like reaches down
We're
and
gonna
like, grabs
forget
a handful
that
of grass to run with.
We're gonna forget that just happened, and we're gonna that's another, and we're here. We're gonna pretend this works. All right. So then this guy is going to use his fly speed to catch up with you,
Right. Glad he does that.
Yep.
and he is going to, I
Harder.
think, hit Zahara because
She
Zahara.
landed a hit.
Yeah, actually
Whatever.
hit him. Does a 14 hit?
No, it doesn't.
It
Woohoo!
doesn't. All right. Well, that's
Thank God.
Thank God, because that would have hit
he
me.
does make. He does make 2 more attacks, but
Oh, great.
so he's going to attack Zahara again, and we'll see if that even hits. It's not gonna hit. And one more,
Jesus.
and that's an at 20.
Oh.
I die.
I'm gonna be dragging Zahara's lifeless corpse back to town,
So
assuming it doesn't take me.
that is going to be 12 slashing damage.
Okay. I'm still up, but
Good.
not looking
Um,
fantastic.
And now that is back up to Zahara, but I want Zahara, I want you to roll me a d20.
All right.
The defeat. All right.
15.
All right. So at the top of the round, something else happens. You guys see another friend.
Is that a hippogriff?
I said another friend.
Or a
Join.
griffin? Wait.
That is.
It's a griffin?
It is a griffin.
Oh my
God,
God. I hope
it's
that's a friend to us.
Yeah. same.
Another one. Another friend? Question mark. Join the fight, and this thing is going for the Manticore.
Oh, thank
so
God.
I am going to roll its initiative real quick.
I was like, we're gonna die.
Okay, so Zahara, you still go first.
Alright, well, I'm gonna attack the manticore. I have disadvantage on. Well, that would even out, but nah. Alright, I'm gonna, like, quickly sling my bow over my back and draw out my 2 short swords.
Okay.
And I am going to attack. That's a 17 plus 6.
That's definitely gonna hit.
Remind me, I'm gonna ask this every time. When you're dual wielding, how does that work again?
Rebecca.
So
You're doubling your dice,
no,
or
no.
you're adding.
It's
like,
2
a
separate
modifier?
attacks.
No.
Unless it's 2 separate attacks because it's your main weapon and your offhand weapon, and so you roll once for first attack and then the second, and then you roll for the second attack. The first attack you get to add your bonus to it, but the second attack you don't.
Okay, so if I hit on both attacks, it's 1d6 piercing plus 4. So if I hit on both attacks, the first one would be 1d6 plus 4, and the second one would be 1d6 plus 2.
The second one would just be 1d6. What's the plus?
Oh, just 1d6.
Unless, where's the plus 2 coming from?
Where's the
Where's
what?
the plus 2 coming from? Is it coming from your weapon or from your attack bonus?
Oh, proficiency
Oh,
bonus.
Yeah, you don't get to add proficiency.
Okay, so it's 1d6 plus 4 for the first one, and then just 1d6 for the second one?
Right?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Alright.
and I roll for each one separately?
Correct.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I need to roll again. Is Ruby able to give me the help action?
Yeah, you said that last time.
Well, I rolled with the help action from last time, but right now, can she give me the help action again?
Well, she hasn't used her turn yet for this round.
She hasn't. You did say she goes on my turn.
She does, sure. You know what? This is a tough guy. I'll let you do it.
Oh yeah.
I don't really want to kill you guys.
Well, it doesn't matter because I rolled double nat ones.
Ooh. Ouch.
Well, I still hit for the first one, so.
So how much damage?
Double nat ones. That's just rough.
Ooh, nice. That is 9 piercing damage.
9. Awesome. Cool. All right, so that is the Griffin. The Griffin is going to try and bite this guy, and he's going to hit. And then he misses with his claw, but he does solidly hit with the manticore. Hit the manticore with its beak attack. So that is Kade.
Hooray! I'm just gonna try and stab it. Also, for anyone that is watching and doesn't know what I'm doing, I have D&D Beyond up on my iPad, and I'm rolling on here because I'm currently in my living room, so I have no
and I
room
also
to roll
used my
dice.
help action to give Kade the help action. Yeah, the bonus thing. The tandem tactician, that thing.
Okay.
So that means I roll with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Nat 20, baby.
Wait,
Woo!
no.
Nice.
I'll just allow it. But I mean, I'm not the DM, but I just want to point out you don't get a bonus action. You did an offhand attack, so you can't.
It's okay, because the first one
see,
I
that
rolled was the
didn't know.
20, so it's all good.
So we're good. So then we're good. So then you don't get to do that.
Doesn't matter.
Shannon, keep that in mind.
Your
Wait,
second
what?
attack is a
You
bonus
don't
action.
get to use a bonus action.
It's a bonus
if
attack.
you-
So.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Okay. So, okay. I'm doing 2 things. So I'm going to double my dice.
Yes.
And then... Those are d8s, right? Yeah. So that's 16 piercing damage, or whatever my rapier does. But then, I am going to do something that I should have done before, or last time. I'm going to do my Psychic Blades. So I use my Bardic Inspiration, my last one, and I do 2d6 psychic damage.
Dope.
So 8 psychic damage on top of the 13 damage.
Nice.
This guy is looking hurt and looking a bit like. Sorry, how much in additional damage?
8.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
wait
this
a minute.
guy's
Oh my
looking-
god. I think I just forgot something. So when I make an attack against my favorite enemy, it's +2 to damage rolls. So with my other 2 attacks, it should be +4 total. I forgot.
We're learning. We're
All right,
relearning characters.
So another 4 damage. That's what
Yeah,
I'm hearing.
I forgot to add that. Yeah, we're still
No.
learning our characters.
Yeah, that's okay. So I am going to say that this guy is kind of upset. And I think he is going to, let's see. I'm gonna roll a d20. He rolled a nat 1. He's gonna flee.
Yes.
That was what that roll was for.
Opportunity attack.
You do get an opportunity attack. Actually, all 3 of you get opportunity attacks as he tries to fucking dip.
Let's do it.
So I mean, I'll move him here because he doesn't technically get to move yet. So
well,
you guys,
I doubt that I hit because I only got an 11.
that does not hit.
Wait, okay, and then for dual wielding, are you able to not hit on the first, but you hit on the second?
You can't dual wield
You can't do wielding as
one
a
action.
As an opportunity
Yeah,
attack?
because
It
that's a
has to
bonus
be-
action and an action, so it's one attack.
yeah. It has to be just one.
Right, okay. Um, that's a 15 to hit.
That does hit.
It does?
Mhm.
Oh, ooh, 9 piercing damage again.
Yeah, this thing is.
Oh wait,
not
it's
dead
actually
yet.
11 piercing damage.
Oh, well, that
Plus
thing is
2.
dead then. In that case.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Wait, hold on. 11 total?
11 total piercing damage.
Oh, sorry, it's not dead yet. Sorry, I thought you meant 11 more, and I was like, well, then yeah, it's dead.
Oh no! It was when I said 9 more, it was the because the last time I got
Right.
9, but technically it's 11.
Not dead. Rebecca, remind me if people hit on the Griffin also hit.
Mhm.
If they hit, does it still get to move?
Yes.
Okay, that's Sentinel. If it hits, it doesn't get to move, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it's some special ability, yeah. But in general.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay, so this guy is still going to fly off. And you see that the, I mean, unless you guys are pursuing.
No, thank you.
I want to hit it with my bow.
In that case, go ahead and roll your attack.
Hell yeah. Is this still an initiative or is this still like an
this
opportunity?
would be your turn now.
It would just be
Okay.
it would be 100 feet away from you because it probably took a dash action. So as long as you
Yeah,
hit, you
it 100%
Yeah.
did.
Oh, okay. 100 feet? Well, good, because it's 150, 600 feet. So as long as it's within 150, there's no disadvantage. Can Ruby give me the help action?
Yeah.
Cool. That's going to be an 11 plus 8, so 19.
Good God.
Yep.
And 1d8 piercing plus 4 plus 2. Ah! That's going to be 12 piercing damage.
Oh yeah, it's dead.
That's what you get.
It gets all the way over here. You see one last arrow just.
I love the
And-
Zahara bloodthirst.
It falls to the ground, and you see the griffin look at you, nod its head, and it flies over and starts to eat its meal.
Oh, so it was just looking for a meal.
The manticore was also looking for a meal. I mean, it's a
So
manticore eat griffin world.
Other way around.
Eat manticore. Manticore eat griffin eat manticore world.
Wait, how much bigger than the manticore is the griffin? Is the griffin bigger than the manticore?
It might not be, but no, actually, they're the same size. So.
Lovely. So that's just a horrible, large eating fest happening over there.
Well, I mean, it's a bird of prey kind of thing.
I'm
gonna turn
doesn't
I'm
work
gonna
on
turn
it,
to
right?
Zahara and say, "We have to get out of nature now."
Now you're starting
Yeah,
to
to
sound like
speak with
Estrella.
animals. Yeah, to speak with animals does not work on griffins.
It's not an animal. It's not.
Okay.
So the professor comes back over and goes, "Well, that was educational." And you see that he has written like a ton of notes about that
Dear
entire
God.
fight and like the interaction between the griffin and the manticore. And you guys head back to Dorsima. And as you guys head back to Dorsima, we are going to cut over to, Estrella, who is still in the office with Timmelt.
The gaggle of heads.
This is, I'm sorry. The pictures that I do only go from like the shoulders up. I couldn't see myself putting these down, so they all just chopped off the heads. But we have not met 3 of these people yet, so I will not tell you who they are, although you could probably guess. This right here is Timmelt, and this right here is Alec.
Oh, Sienna, can I say really
who
quick?
Is not currently
before we
actually.
left,
Alec is in the library, but Timmelt is the only one that is in Hollow's office with Estrella right now.
Sorry, what was your question?
can I say before we left that I retrieved my arrows?
I'm not gonna make you count arrows.
Okay, cool. So
Wait, but are you gonna make
we're
us count
assuming then
rations?
that every time I use my arrows, I'm gonna retrieve them.
The the only time that I will make you possibly count arrows and possibly count rations is if you guys are going on like a trek where you're not going to be getting to a town for a while.
Like survival mode.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
exactly. But if you're just like going back to town, I'm going to assume that you buy some more arrows, which I'm going to make a negligible amount because to me that's like if you had like if you had a like an artificer who had a gun and making them count bullets feels negligible.
Okay. Cool.
But that doesn't mean that I won't change my mind, as I said. All right, so Estrella, you are currently in Hallow's office with Tumult.
All right, well. So this has been quite a fascinating journey, and I thank you for, introducing me to all the things about the library and disappearing folks and whatnot who are unattached to me in every way. But
100%,
mhm,
Lady Lafrel.
that is the last name I use. Yes, that's yup. So, what else do you do around here?
Drink.
Okay, well I'm ready for some of that a little bit later, that's for sure. Anyway, so
I'm gonna say that it's about midday right now.
right, yes, it's okay, a little early.
So it's starting to be, it's afternoon now.
All right. Cool.
I mean,
cool.
I mean, we could go like hang out with like Titian and Esme in the guild hall, although it feels a little weird for me to go there, but
Why is it because of your stature?
yeah.
So, do you feel segregated from the others?
Yeah.
Really? And yet you're still
I mean, I
friends
don't
with
like
them.
it.
I don't mean
Yeah,
like
of
you would
course.
abandon them. I simply am asking like, how did you become friends with all of these people if you're so segregated from them?
Well, there's still like monthly meetings that are like the whole guild, and so they're just very they're good students. They try, and well, Titian maybe not so much, but Esmane, Titian's just been here for a while, but Esmane does try, and she
Esmane
is no.
the tiefling, right? Is that what she was? Or no?
Who?
She
No,
looks
the
like
tiefling is Elec.
Elec. Esmane. Ease.
Esmane is the wood elf.
The wood elf. Oh right, the red-headed wood elf. That one.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Right.
Lindsay Lohan.
The Lindsay Lohan.
Friends.
Lindsay
I mean, you're all
Lohan.
paid
Lindsay
friends, but Anyway, so right, that one. She did seem to be trying, yes, trying lots of things. So,
Yeah, I think she's actually set to take her apprentice test
oh really?
soon.
How does that work? How does one take an apprentice test?
I mean, there's just like a certain amount of spells that we're supposed to know how to do, and so it's like I hesitate to call it like a show, but like kind of, where we just like stand in front of the master mages and like they shout out a spell name and we have to just do it.
Gotcha. I see.
Yeah.
Lot of studying for that, I assume. Lot of,
Well, yeah, because you never know what they're gonna ask you.
right.
I mean, I have failed the master test like twice already.
That's...
Anywho,
yes,
did you want to see anything else in this library? Did you want to like check out books, or I don't know?
Well, are there any interesting books you would recommend? Possibly about...
I mean,
well, do you know if this library has anything on, on like, you know, what happened a year ago, possibly. You know, any research that's been done on the magicality of it and the
You mean
such.
the collision of the realms?
Yes, that.
Uh, I mean, stuff on like the realm of others and things like that, that's all like locked
The realm
away
of
in the
others.
restricted section.
So
Yeah, that's out of character. That's what the Feywild is in this realm. It's the realm of others, the realm of mortals, and then the ethereal realm or realm of ethereals. Those are the three planes. I just like to call them realms just because they sound nicer. So the realm of others and the realm of mortals collided in the collision of realms, which is the first time that you guys played your characters, not the first time that we started streaming. This was before.
Session 0. Okay, cool. So that's what's behind the whole force field thing. So how
Yeah,
how
that and
might
other
one?
stuff.
I mean, you're of a higher status here. Are you able to go behind the force field?
Not alone.
You're not alone. I'm here.
No. Not without a higher up's permission.
Right. And what? So the higher ups, when you're I have forgotten what is he called?
He's an apprentice.
Right. And above apprentice is.
Master, arch, and then ascended.
Right. So you would need.
There are
So you
multiple
would need a
master mages.
or
What?
permission
Yeah.
from your mother.
You'd probably, I mean, me, I would probably just need, like, I mean, because I'm who I am,
Yes.
I would really only need, like, Alec to come with me.
Alec, which one is that?
She's our tiefling friend. She's a, protector of Ninda.
Oh, right. So protectors of Ninda are allowed to see the forbidden books, but the studiers
She's,
aren't?
she's like a special case, though, because, like, she's like a special case because she's a, she's what? Sorry, I forgot what I called her. Alec. She's the arcane guardian. So she's like a lieutenant, and because she has like some magical prowess herself, she's like in charge of like arcane stuff. So she's literally like her post is just to is pretty much just to man the restricted section.
Oh, so how would, I mean, since you're friends with her, could you get permission for such a thing? Like, what would it take?
I mean, I'd probably have to ask Mom, but like...
So you'd ask Mom, your mom, to ask her to go with you.
Well, I'd ask my mom for, like, permission, like, the official thing, and then, like, I'd have some sort of form that she has to sign to, like, give to Alec, and then Alec would be like, yo, sure, and, she'd come with me.
Alright, and if I wanted you to do that, would you? Just, you know, for funsies.
For funsies.
What would it take for me to convince you to show me some of these books on the other and such? Because I think, you know, it might be a little important
I'm like...
For me personally.
I'm really not supposed to.
Right.
I barely go back there.
You do seem
kinda
like you like to do. Don't you want to do what you're not supposed to though? Oh, thanks for the follow, Jess Martin.
Thanks.
And,
Ooh. You got a follow?
Yes.
It's totally just zoning out during all that.
But yeah, so you seem, you know, we've gotten on, right? And I think we're in a similar vein here where I like to do what I'm not supposed to do, and I think you like to do what you're not supposed to do, but you aren't really doing it necessarily. And what if you just did?
What if you just did?
I mean, I don't think Alec would go for it. I mean, you're really only supposed to go back there if you're like a student in the guild, and like
Okay.
you have her with you, and she's cool and everything, but like she takes her job super seriously, and if you don't aren't a student, or you don't have like explicit permission or are accompanied by someone high up like Onu or something, like that would be super.
Alright. Okay.
But
so picture this. You get permission from your mom that, like, you suddenly are very interested in research. Wouldn't she be very happy about that? I'm sure. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about that, but... Okay. And then, so you get permission because you really want to read about the other. And then so, Alec brings you there, and maybe a friend comes with you. But maybe not, and maybe you just sort of remember what you read and you tell me later. Or, alternatively, I sneak in. How do we feel about that?
good luck trying to.
Well...
You think that arcane barrier is the only thing that's standing between us and those books?
Well, no, there's magic everywhere, isn't there? But...
This is literally the library of magics and mystery.
I know, it's so annoying! So you really, I'm just work with me here. You don't think there's any way that I could see what's in those books? Like, there's just no way I could get anywhere near them? You can't think of anything?
I mean, I'm not saying that there's no way, but I ain't gonna get arrested for it.
I mean, I don't want to get arrested, that is true. I just want information. Oh. Yeah. Alright. But, how about the first plan that didn't involve me particularly, where it was just you suddenly taking an interest in research? I know maybe you don't know why you want to take an interest in research, and that probably sounds very bland, and like, I get that.
I'm sorry, I met you yesterday.
I know, but you know
why
Kate.
would I do this for you?
Well, okay. 2 reasons. 1, it's for Kade, possibly a little bit. 2...
Then why hasn't Kade asked me?
Well, Kade doesn't speak, so... when
Kade is physically capable of speaking.
Barely.
Again,
doesn't
to be proven, but fine. But also, Kade has only been back for, like, this long, so maybe Kade just hasn't thought about it yet, hasn't come up with that plan yet. Maybe, if I discuss it with Kade and they ask for it, then would you do it?
I don't know, man.
Okay, what if I said that it might have to do with Hollow? Your friend. Possibly.
Oh yeah? Why would you care about that?
I'm a humanitarian. I care about people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I tell you the truth, would you do it?
Maybe.
Alright.
I don't know. I don't even know you, Miss Lafrell. He has taken a. Are you guys still in Hollow's office?
Yeah, we're still in Hollow's office because I don't want anybody else hearing this conversation.
He has sat down in Hollow's desk and is literally sitting like this, like, whoa.
Yeah? Did you knock over your laptop? Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
Well, what a hot mess.
This is fun. Enjoy your dinner! Crackety, you've left
While
at the perfect time, actually.
While she comes back...
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, she's back.
I'm back. Why? What were you gonna say? Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, nothing. Not important.
I like pressed a button.
Mhm.
I accidentally pressed the power button on my phone, on my laptop.
It's good that you didn't
Yeah,
actually
he's
shut
sitting
down.
at
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
he's sitting in Hollow's
Mhm.
desk with his feet up on the desk.
And so she says, is there another chair in there? Because there was another person who worked here, right? So, like, I can also sit down?
No, in the master's offices, it's only
Oh.
one per office. They get their
Oh,
own
okay.
office, but there is like a couch or like a chair opposite him.
Okay.
You know.
I'm going to sit down on the couch. Alright, fine. Look, you haven't been able to. I mean, if this is going to help this situation, then I suppose sometimes it's okay to tell the truth. So, look, yes, Hollow is my brother. You understand what that means, right? I'm not exactly on
Do I, Miss
I'm not
Lefrel?
exactly on with the family, is the thing. But Hollow is the one that I was on with, you know? So, I would really like to... Look, okay, here's the foolish truth. I think Kade kind of said a little bit about this last night, so, you know, you could verify it based off of that. But Kade, myself, and our new Dragonborn compatriot, Zahara, all received some sort of mysterious mumbo-jumbo letters and such that sent us to go retrieve things, and my letter was sent by Hollow, theoretically, which either tells me that he is alive, but, you know, indisposed, or beyond this realm and someone is using his likeness in some way, and either one of those is a lot more upsetting and I've decided that it's not true, and that the first one is the true one, and we're gonna stick with that, and the point is, I want to find him.
Yeah, it can't be true. He has to be alive.
Finally, someone agrees with me. Thank you. So, yes, I've been looking for him for a long time, before all of this letter nonsense, but now it seems like I have a clue, maybe, and that clue is that we are somehow connected to all of this horrifying stuff that has happened in the world lately, and the heroes and
You mean the end of the
gods,
world?
yes, the end of the world was somehow maybe it's our fault. I don't even know at this point, or we're supposed to fix it. But it's a lot of pressure, but somehow it might bring me to Hollow, and that's why I'm participating, and so, all of that being said, I'd like more information if possible, you know. Does that...
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Oh, I'm not going alone. I'm not going in there. I'll get you in, but I'm not going in there.
How? Does it involve magic?
How?
Am I going to be invisible? Just
No.
checking. Okay.
Steal the key.
There's a key? Why didn't you tell me that before? I thought this was a magic door.
I wanted to hear if you would give me any more info.
Oh my gods. Why? I don't. You know, you're starting to get on my bad side.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
Oh. Where's the key?
More like, where isn't the key?
Don't give me more
So
ideas of
cryptic.
this stupid magic mumbo-jumbo nonsense constantly, and you're gonna give me that too? Can I just have one straightforward statement this week? Please?
Sorry, this is Sienna laughing more because I'm loving the reaction. So There is so you see that remember how when I said that you guys walked in and there are these orbs floating around giving light?
Yes.
There are some that have followed you guys in here as you like opened the door. Like they kind of it's weird, but they kind of like follow people around to not like they're sentient, but like just to give light. And so he like kind of like touches one that's like sitting right next to him and he goes, "So, all right, I know you don't really know much about magic, but
Yeah.
you see how this same color as that field, and you can see the arcane field from like the window, and because like there's like some windows that have the blinds drawn, but you can still like see it.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta take all these and put them together.
So the key is a bunch of glowing balls that we have to make into one large glowing ball, and this seems very inefficient. This is what you people with your magic, and this is just nonsense. Like, why do it that way? Keys exist. Ugh.
Because we don't want the key stolen.
But wouldn't it be just
now,
so
Alec,
much nicer?
He's able to just like. Alec is able to just like summon them together, and voila! That's why she's important. But you can do this without her, and I would suggest it because, like I said, she takes her job very seriously.
Alright, so...
I mean, you can take your chances asking her, but
no.
I don't think she's gonna be as cool as I am. And he does that. He does, like, because he has the robe open.
Right, yes, you're very cool. I see.
I know.
Anyway, so... aren't they going to notice if I just go running through here collecting balls? That seems a little conspicuous.
Well, when you say it like that, yeah, that sounds like harassment.
Okay. Moving on.
Oh, you meant balls of light. Okay.
Oh my god.
Speaking of balls of light, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean that's why you gotta do it when there's nobody here.
That's what I figured. Okay, so I'm breaking in tonight. Does this place close? Is there a closing time?
Yeah.
Do people leave here, or I feel like, once again, from my knowledge of the mage type people.
I just love the idea that when she's in distress, Estrella just like pulls the hat down over her eye.
It's her comfort. It's her comfort object. So, they tend to like to be up studying at all hours of the night and such. Is that not true of y'all? Is that just,
now,
wrong? Or does this
normally you would be correct. You happen to know somebody who does have an office here and can be in here after hours.
Right. But what is after? So there is an after hours then.
Yeah, the library. Well, remember like how Alec just like wandered into the tavern and was like, "I'm off duty."
That is true. That did happen
last night.
Was very obviously that.
Yeah. It happened like the whole library closes to like students and the public at like 7.
All right.
And then staff usually are working until like 9.
Okay.
And normally you could that's kind of just when people end up working till there's no like hard fast rule, but also you coming at a lucky time because the Onus are leaving tonight. or actually, sorry, they're leaving tomorrow night to go back to Dormishire. And there will be a banquet.
I like banquets. I assume that's not related. I just like them. I miss going to banquets. Sorry. Anyway, right. How is that? So a banquet is helpful to me. Okay. Because
Well,
they'll
the
all be
banquet-
distracted.
Mm,
And so.
good job.
Yes. You know, it's been a day for me, okay? I haven't told anyone about my particular ancestry in a long time, so, you know,
Well,
I'm,
I mean, didn't you only meet your
well,
compatriots, like...
yes.
No.
I did meet them a few days ago, but I
Yeah.
mean, prior to that, also, Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point being, I would, here's one thing. Because speaking of compatriots, and you are friends with Kade, and I know that that's like, you've been friends with them for much longer than you've known me, but could you maybe not tell them or anyone else about what I've said? Just, I like to keep my business to myself and all. It's not personal to them. Just, I'm trying to, well, like I'm
I
abandoning
gotcha.
the family
I won't
name,
say a
okay?
word.
Let's just go with that.
My dragon lips are sealed.
You do have those, and it's very interesting.
Yeah, well.
Not in a bad way. I'm a tiefling. I mean, but I've never seen a dragonborn quite like.
Oh, there's no one like the Burrell scales.
Interesting.
So.
Well, anyway, so what do I need to do? Do I stay here in your office until closing, or do I come back and you let me in, or what exactly is the plan?
Well, I mean, are you gonna be doing this during the banquet, or are you doing this now? Like, what are you...
now
what's...
I would get caught now, right?
No, I mean, like, the banquet's tomorrow night.
Oh. Well, then I suppose. Where is this banquet?
And are you going alone, or are you going with the others?
I mean, I suppose that would be helpful for them all to be here. They would probably appreciate that, yes. So, I would bring them.
Especially since Kade has been dying to go to the restricted section, because there's, like, so many books that they can't
I figured
touch.
Kade is a reader. I'm not as much of a reader, so it might be useful to have them around so that I can just sort of listen and talk, probably. But, so, yes, I would like them to be there. I think they would appreciate that, and maybe it'll help me get on their good side. Or a side, just some side at all, really. So yeah, I suppose. I mean, I should talk to them, to Kade and Zahara, about what they want to do necessarily. But my thought process would be it would make a lot more sense to do this while everyone is all distracted and such. So I guess during the banquet would be that time. Are you going to this banquet?
You got it. Yeah, I have to.
Ah, so you will also not be here, so it's just on me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but... Oh, Shannon just turned her
I'm here.
camera off for a second. I got confused.
I'm here. Camera's just on.
Yeah, I mean... I guess I could, like... The problem will be... making sure Alec doesn't get suspicious.
Right. Are you... Look. You're doing a favor for me, which I guess is really a favor for Hollow in the long run, so, like, we don't have to, But... I don't, I
Actually,
am a
go to the
liar.
bathroom really
Like,
quick.
we
So I'll
all
be right back.
know that I am a liar. I'm a big old liar, and that's been established. Don't always know what I'm lying about, but you know that I'm lying. But, I don't expect everyone to be like that, and Alec's your friend, and I don't really want to put you in that position, necessarily.
She's my friend. But she also
Uh-huh.
has run up quite the bar tab.
Okay.
That I may have paid off a couple times.
Oh.
So they also owe me a favor. So they will be...
Wait, is Alec
They don't know it yet, but they'll be accompanying me to the banquet.
Wait, are you saying... Sorry, this is Rebecca asking. Is Alec they, them? Or are you speaking about more
No,
than
sorry.
one person?
Alec is she, her. I was just speaking in a... Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, they are she, her. I was just in a way of speaking just in
Gotcha. Okay.
not being specific.
Barely know who you're talking about at this point, so might as well just throw a they them pronoun in there.
Yeah, I just shoved it. I don't know.
Oh, right. Okay, well, if you're fine, just a little bit of, wait. Hold on. Sorry. Just fixing something in OBS. So if you're fine, not totally a little bit extorting your friend, I suppose. Let's do it! Or mostly I'm doing it. And you're just doing nothing, but you're telling me how to do it, and that's close enough. So, okay, cool. I'm gonna tell Kade and Zahara about the plan, and you are going to go about your business, I suppose. But I have to be in your office or something, right? I'll meet you in your office tomorrow,
No.
maybe?
Nah. I'll just let you in.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, it's been a pleasure. Mostly, I mean, there's a little bit of a not pleasure because I had to give away a lot of things that I don't like to give away, but fine, we're here now. Let's live with it.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Shall we go to the pub?
Please, God's please.
Yeah, so you guys head off. I am going to need you to roll me a d20, though.
Oh, Lord.
Just real quick, as you're leaving.
6.
You can add your stealth to it if you want.
Well, would I not want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gamble.
I add my stealth. I got a 21.
21? Alright, you do see, so you guys are on, like, the Master and Mage's side of the hall. So, like, just a reminder, like, this appears restricted. Over to this side is another staircase, and up on here, like, up to the right are where, like, Timolt's office was, and then on the other side there's another staircase, and then up here are where the Master Mage's offices were. So you were kind of in this area. You are able to safely and without anyone noticing get out of Hollow's office and head back down to the main floor. But as you are doing so, you do see crossing past the restricted section towards the offices, you see who you actually do know as Ikish Onu and Marlene Onu. The Yuan-Ti?
Yeah.
The snake people.
Yeah, Yuan-Ti.
Snake folk. Yuan-Ti. Pass by. Like, more to get more of a physical description. You do know these people. You know these people, but I'm just going to give a physical description. Ikish does have those cobra hoods that kind of sometimes will pop out and go in. They use they them. And their partner Marlene is she her. The rest of Ikish, other than those the hoods, are humanoid, somewhat scaly skin, but other than that, humanoid legs, arms. Marlene has, like, bottom half is like the actual, like, snake, so she kind of slithers along. But the top half of her is humanoid. And other than the fact that her skin looks somewhat scaly, she's got the snake eyes. And other than that, she looks humanoid. So, like, under her robe, unless you see her moving, you don't really necessarily know that she has lower half snake body, but she does. Not that that's something she hides, but I'm just letting you know what it visually looks like.
So I'm guessing
and you see the two of...
Ikish is the one on the left, and Marlene is next to Ikish.
Yes, this is Ikish. Ikish is the leader of the region of the Shades.
Mm-hmm.
Leader of the Shades, one of the 5 leaders of the regions.
Right,
and Marlene...
is, right?
What?
Wait, that's not where... Is that where Dorsima is? Yeah. According to this, that's where Dorsima is. Okay.
Yes. And Marlene is the archmage of the guild. But as you know, she is the visiting... And as I did say this, so it's not like a secret that only Estrella knows. But Marlene is the current visiting mage at the Sorcerer's Hall. So both of them typically live in Dormishire, in the capital, but right now, because of the meeting that you know about, they returned to their original home in Dorsima, and where they both have offices and stuff, because Onu is a mage, but they can't like be an ascended or an arch because they are a leader.
Okay, so I see them.
I'll put more of that terminology. No.
Okay, so okay.
You just see them walk by.
Okay, so I'm just going to stealthily just duck to the side until they're out of sight.
Yeah, no,
I know. I'm just
didn't even have to.
What I would have done.
And then you see a woman that you have never met before, but by her looks, you can only assume that she is Timolt's mother, the ascended mage.
So is Timolt still with me?
Yeah.
Yo, she's a milf.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
And
you see her. You see her walk down from like the staircase that would lead to where the where like the apprentices and stuff are, like where Timolt's office is. And you see her walk down and go, "Oh, Timolt, there you are. Why aren't you in your office? You have office hours right now." And he goes, "Oh, fucking mom. I'm showing a perspective student around."
Yes, that's a real term.
Oh my goodness.
And
Hello.
she turns her gaze to you and goes, "Hello?"
Yes. Hi. You must be, Timolt's mother, the Ascended. I'm honored to meet you. I never thought, as
yes,
a prospective student, I never thought that I'd meet someone so important.
Yes, I am Titania Barrel Scale.
Wow, I must say I'm a little starstruck, as it were.
Well, I'm just a normal person. But, Timolt, you have work that needs to get done. I need your reports on, I'm making this up as I go along. I don't know what they're about. I need your... Oh, fuck. Sorry. I just hit the desk that my computers were on and everything just rattled. I need your reports on my desk by end of day, and that is in, like, 2 hours. So if you haven't started them, come on. He goes, "Oh, fuck. I forgot about those." All right. And he turns to you and he goes, "I will see you at the Snake's Foot later. I gotta do this stuff."
Well, I'll leave you to it. Good luck with your reports on whatever, and I will see you later. It was just so great to meet you, Miss Barrelscale. The Miss Ascended, Madam Ascended?
Madam Ascended.
Madam Ascended. I would have used the correct terminology as Estrella, I just don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I know. I hadn't really
Yeah.
thought about it until
it was
then.
So,
I was like, that's...
So great to meet you, Madam Ascended. Once again, big fan. Alright, I will be going now, and I scurry out, I suppose.
Alright. And you see Timmel kind of like rolls his eyes and walks back up to his office. And she walks across the hall up to meet Onu and Marlene at by the way, I'm going to refer to pretty much all the leaders. I'm probably going to refer to them as their last name. So while their first name is Ikish, I will refer to them as Onu. And but Marlene, even though her last name is Onu, I will just refer to her as Marlene, just because I'm just saying that out there so it's easier. But so she meets Onu and Marlene on the other side by the Master Mage's offices, and you just see them talking kind of together.
Is there any way I can hear what they're talking about?
They're like walking and talking and end up going into an office. It doesn't look like they're like talking about anything like particularly.
All right. Then I suppose.
Don't worry.
I just Okay.
I mean, unless you want to follow them.
I've done enough, I think. But I have thoughts. So, I want to meet back up with Zahara and Kade to regroup.
Okay. So, bring me back. Yeah.
Which I.
So,
Kate is not here,
what?
so I picked the perfect time.
No, I know, but I'll
Yeah.
dictate some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you are at the Library of Mysteries and Magics. You walk across the stream back towards, I assume probably Michaela's, Cade's place, possibly over right to the Snake's Foot. I don't know what you would necessarily want.
Probably I'd go to Michaela's because I assume they would have gone there before going to the Snake's Foot, so I would go first.
Yeah, once Kate comes back, I will ask what Kade would have suggested on arriving back. I'm going to say that Zahara, as you, Kade, and the professor come stumbling back into town.
Looking a little worse for wear.
Yeah. The professor just doesn't even say goodbye to you guys. You guys could follow him if you really want to. Kade, you guys are back in town now. And you're still muted, just so you know. You're fine. I just want to take your time.
I did not realize I was muted.
So you guys wander back into town, and the professor doesn't even really look at you guys. He just goes straight for the society. You guys can feel free to follow him if you want, or just part ways. Kade, you do know this behavior. He, he'll talk out loud and talk about things if you follow him, but you can also, he will not be offended or really notice if you just branch off and go home.
I'm gonna ask, while he's leaving, how long do you think it will take to review or analyze your collected data?
2, maybe 3.
2 or 3 what? Hours? Days?
Possibly.
But which one?
And he doesn't answer that question. He just...
So Zahara's gonna turn to Kade and cock an eyebrow, do you know what he means?
No, he doesn't know what he means. I would check that tomorrow.
Right. Well, what time is it? What time of day?
It's starting to be evening. If you pass by, I assume you would, because like the entrance to town is kind of like right here. You might see, you might even see Estrella kind of like milling about the outside of your, like, maybe milling about town. The professor comes through here. Whoops! Ah. Well, that's the candle bed.
I didn't know the professor was also staying at the Candle Bed Inn.
None of you are staying at the Candle
Yeah,
Bed Inn.
I know.
But I'm gonna bring back Sunny just for a little second. But this is, in case anyone was curious. Remember how I said the wallpaper is all different, or like
Yeah.
this is the Candle Bed Inn of Dorsima.
Nice.
Glowing balls. They're apparently very
Yeah.
important.
More glowing balls.
So, yeah, I mean, where would Kade and Zahara go?
I feel like we should-
Zahara's feeling a little rough around the edges with her 7 hit points.
Fair.
I think we could use food and a drink. But if you want to go back to my apartment, I can give you the key.
Well, I mean, you guys, did you discuss where you would like, you know that you were leaving Estrella here in town for the day. Do you think you would have given her a key, or do you think like you guys would have met, made plans to meet up somewhere, or?
I feel like we would eat dinner at the 6 Foot. So I feel like that's where we would meet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not cooking these fuckers dinner.
Yeah, Zahara's gonna say, "Oh, I could use some dinner, but after that, I need a fucking nap. I need some goddamn rest."
Yeah, I need a fucking nap too. I'm
goddamn
sorry, am I
rest.
allowed to say that word?
Yeah, I bet, Monty. I bet you did so much fighting today.
I need a
Like,
fucking
damn.
nap. Is that an okay word to say?
Only when it's just us.
Okay.
Not in public.
Okay. Well,
It's
we're
quite frowned upon.
around people right now. There's Kade right there. The professor went that way.
He's out of earshot.
Okay.
She'll be right.
Okay.
I hate it so
For
much.
anyone
Alright,
just
then I'm
tuning
just
in,
saying-
that is a talking plant. I just want you to be aware. A shrub.
What?
I just want everyone to be aware if they don't remember. That is a shrub that is speaking.
Oh yeah, that was Monty's voice, who is
The shrub named
Zahara's talking
Monty. You get extra
Awakened
points if you
shrub.
recognize that that reference.
shrub.
As shrubbery, if you will.
A shrubbery.
An awakened
if you
shrub.
will.
Okay, so I'm going to have all three of you make perception checks.
Delightful. That's on my iPad.
This isn't for anything.
No,
scary.
that's kind of bitch. Well, I rolled a 2, so I don't see shit.
No, you don't.
17.
It's a +3, so it's a 5.
18.
17.
Okay. 18, 17.
I have 5.
Kade and Estrella, you guys see each other from like around a corner. So you can meet up that way, and the three of you can discuss what you would like to do.
I'm guessing
I'm
Kade
too
clocks
busy
me
paying
and just
attention
keeps
to
nodding,
mine.
and I have to like
Grab Zahara by the shoulder and like redirect her because I assume she's just not paying attention, half
True.
alive, walking
like,
a straight
fair,
line.
half,
very
like-
fair.
Paying attention to Monty and just like kind of worrying about him.
Valid.
Bleeding all over everything.
Bleeding all over everything.
It's just a
Okay,
flesh wound.
So
I've had worse.
so I catch up to you and I say, well, you all look positively horrendous. What happened?
Thanks. You too.
It wasn't a comment on your style.
Well,
It was a rough trip.
It looks like it. Did everybody survive?
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Then you know. Good.
I'm
job.
here.
Yeah, Monty. We weren't
I'm
worried
so
about
glad.
you.
Am I allowed to say the F word around her too?
Please
Or
don't.
is she public?
I'm definitely public.
She's fine.
Oh.
She's fine.
Great.
I love the idea of asking if a specific person is public. Is she public?
Monty, that word does not leave your mouth when around anybody else outside of this circle. You
Does
got that?
Ruby count?
Ruby's fine. She's part of the circle. She's fine.
God.
This is more of a square. There's like 4 of us.
Zahara puts her head into her palm and says, I need a fucking drink.
Alright, I think
Been a day.
I'm with you on
nap.
that one. For sure. So
I
let's...
thought you needed a
let's-
fucking nap.
Let's go. And she's gonna lead the way to the 6 foot at this point. She's
Right
like,
behind
there's been too much shit going on today.
So,
She's very
aside
hangry at this
from
point.
the almost dying
Very
situation, did you learn anything? As we're entering.
Well,
What did we learn? Where are my notes?
So I will remind
we
you.
might be left with more questions.
Well, I will remind you. I'm going to remind you this out loud because there were some things that the Nothic said. Because so, when you guys first met the Nothic at the Rock, not like the first time, but just now, he did learn a secret about each of you. And in reference to those secrets, he did say things out loud to you. Didn't offhandedly say what the secret was, but he did, like, allude to them. So I will remind you that he turned to Kade and said, "You are scared," and kind of kept just, like, repeating that. I didn't really delve into it more because Kade was being very hostile. And turned to Zahara and said, "You are looking for family." And when she said, "Yeah, I'd love to know where the people of Coven's Cove are," he goes, "That's not the family I refer to." And she responded, "I have no family." The only reason I know those things word for word is because I listened to them yesterday.
Always good. Wish I could do that for the campaigns I DM.
In real life?
Yeah, I know. It was nice. And that was the most that you... Oh, and when you asked him about the writing, he said, These were written before the glacier brought us. The world is wrong. And you must... said something about fixing it. Which
I
is
believe
pretty
the
much...
world needs to be fixed. I have that written in quotes.
Yeah, I believe the world needs to be fixed. It was, I mean, again, to, talk a little mechanically, he rolled low on his investigation check to know what that stuff was about, so kind of just reworded it.
That's
So you didn't glean much about the rocks, but you did hear him refer to things that neither of you necessarily talked about.
So I'm going to assume that we relay this to Estrella and then also the professor
Maybe not
taking
the
like
I
this.
assume you don't
Yeah, maybe not
the
say
secret
stuff. Yeah.
Not the stuff about the secrets, but like specifically about like the rock and how we ran into the Nothic again, and then the professor taking those etchings and how we almost died.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
So you guys do you guys go into the Snake's Foot, I'm assuming, to talk about this stuff. So you wander in and
It's like a band.
they're not all there. Right now it's about like 5 o'clock ish. Right now is Tanya, who you only know because you were here the night before. She is the gnomish girl that runs the tavern. And you see Claudax sitting at a booth by himself. And that's about it. Everybody else is either still working or and such. Oh, and I will just say this mainly because I was very happy with how Titian's stuff turned out. Um, the little drawing. Titian is because you did tell me this, Kate, that that they are a half elf. Um, However, I took it upon myself for that to mean half elf, half Triton. So a little bit of each. Mainly because
I dig it.
I thought their complexion just looked kind of
Underwatery.
yeah, needed something. So you just see Claudex sitting at a table by himself, head down, hand on a beer. Doesn't look like he really wants to talk to anybody.
I'll give him like a head nod as
He
we
like
go
looks
sit
up
somewhere else.
Yeah, he looks up at the sound of the door and goes and puts his head back down.
Poor Claudex.
So is
He's
there
always
like
going
no
through
one
it.
else in here, or just no one else we recognize?
No one else you necessarily
But there
know
are
or
other
recognize. I mean,
people.
Kate. Yeah, because it's
Okay.
starting to be around like dinner time, so there might be like people that Cade recognizes just from being around town, but
I more meant
no
we're not
one
like
that
alone. That was more my question.
yeah, no one that you know, and like you guys can pick a booth other than the one that Claudex is
Right.
sulking
Okay.
in.
So shall we? And I kind of gesture to a booth that's as secluded as possible. Once again.
And you see that Tanya sees you guys walk in, goes over and says, "Hey, Cade and other friends, can I get you guys around? You want food? You guys look bad." Pointing to Zahara and Cade. What
Yep.
happened?
Food, drinks, all of it.
Too much.
Please.
All right, don't worry. I'm a bartender. I got it. You don't want to talk about it. I got it. And she leaves you guys alone and like, but before you guys necessarily talk to each other, she grabs you a round of drinks, and just grabs you like the special for whatever. I don't know what food it is,
Better
but
not
it's
be sashimi.
no, it's not. They do not have sashimi here. It's fish and chips.
All right, that's more acceptable.
Right.
I suppose. Still
It's
ball
I'll
fish,
take that.
but I'll take it.
Zahara starts chugging her beer. She gets to
Alright.
about a third to a half of the way down before she sets down the glass again.
Right.
Yeah, that's totally fine. And also in that, when Tanya sees that you have almost downed your drink, she comes over with a pitcher and just fills you up and then walks away.
Thanks, love.
No problem, hun. Cade knows that Tanya is like, she just, she gets the job done as a bartender and tavern owner. Like she's there if people need someone to talk to as far as bartenders go, but she will also, excuse me, she
Sneeze
also
on you.
yeah, she'll also sneeze on you. No, she'll
As any
also
good bartender
leave you
would.
alone.
Especially during
Yeah,
a pandemic.
she'll also leave you alone though if when she can tell that like, all right, people don't want to talk.
Alright, so look.
Floor is yours.
So you guys learned a little bit, and maybe the professor will know more at some 2 to 3. I have a plan that I'm wondering if you'd like in on. Okay, so here we go. A lot of the leaders are gathering for a big banquet tomorrow night, and
Oh.
yes, and so we've got 2 things here, and feel free to comment after I've told you that my 2 possible routes we could take. So route number 1 is I may have convinced Timalt to help me sneak into the library restricted section tomorrow night. So
Right.
this would allow us to see some books that may have information on the whole world colliding situation. Alternatively, Banquet important people to spy on could have information. So, like, I don't really know which is the most important thing to do. They will be distracted tomorrow night, which is why the sneaking into the library can even happen at all, at least more easily. But also, it might be good to overhear some conversations. So I'm kind of conflicted now that I've given it some more thought. So,
question: is this a formal banquet? Like, are people coming up super dressed up, fancy like?
I would assume so. It is most of the important people of the realms and such, or of the realm, singular.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote library on this one.
Banquet sounds more like your bag.
I suppose that's true.
Library sounds like mine.
Yeah, this is also true. It was my idea.
Can we split up?
Yeah.
Or is that not an option?
I mean, I think Tumult would take you into the library as well. I don't know that it was like, I told him that you were part of this, and he asked me if I wanted to bring you, and I said you would probably like to read things more than I would, so he knows that you're in on this situation, and so if I'm not there, I don't see why... Sienna, I don't see why that would be a problem. Do I see a problem in that?
No.
Okay.
He made it, he assumed that, like, when you said you were going to talk to, like, your compatriots, that...
I agree with Tim.
What'd he say?
Monty should go to the banquet.
Just give him...
Hell fucking yeah!
Just give him a bow tie. Perfect.
The three of you go to the library, and then I do a whole separate scene where it's just Monty talking to important people.
So I think I like the idea better of Monty and Estrella both going to the banquet.
And my tree.
She would
valet.
She would prune him like
absolutely would.
to extinction.
Give him a haircut.
To extinction.
Okay.
No photosynthesis for you, Monty.
Exactly.
But no, so he assumed that, like, you were gonna try and get them on board with the library plan.
Okay.
He did not make it seem... I'm going to tell you this, or you know what? Roll me an insight check real quick.
21.
21? Perfect. He was bringing up the idea of the banquet as a distraction for there being no people in the library.
Yeah.
He did not make it seem like you guys could necessarily sneak in.
I'm aware of what he was implying. This is what I am implying.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure
I'm aware
you were
that he was saying that it would be a distraction, but then Estrella thought about it on her way to the Snake's Foot and realized that, you know, ever since running into the turtle guy, Thoris, she has wanted to hear what's being said at this meeting, and it seems like, you know, big old meeting of the important people, and they're all leaving town. This is kind of the last chance for that. But
I think Estrella just really wants to go to a ball.
I mean, yes, I won't deny that I haven't been to a ball in a long while, but it might not necessarily be the smart choice. I don't really know how I could sneak in there because I assume it's invitation only. I mean, what if... Okay. No, that wouldn't... Okay. So I have a thought. I agree that, I agree that Kade should definitely be at the library situation, and I don't know where Zahara should be, but you don't seem like a banquet person.
Not really.
And maybe we
I don't
should
really
all go to
the fancy schmancy stuff.
I don't know how you live a life like that, but fine. To each their own.
Pretty easily, actually.
While you guys are discussing, just as you're coming up with your plan, I'll be right back. Okay.
So.
Unless you had any questions for me right now.
No, we can discuss.
Okay, discuss. I'll be right back.
Okay, so currently, my thought process, I just had this thought as Shin is leaving. What if I got... So, Timolt, we know is going, and I probably should ask Sienna who else is going, but Timolt we know is going, and so what if I went with him? I wonder if he gets a +1. But here's the thing: is that I would have
a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a thought. I have to ask. I guess I have to ask Timolt if that's even a thing, but it seems like a way to sneak in without having to be necessarily sneaky. Necessarily. I would go in disguise.
That's actually a brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm. One little sticking point to it is that, depending on, well, I mean, there is maybe someone could recognize me. Someone I saw earlier today might recognize me, so I think I would have to go in disguise.
Okay. I mean, that's something you're good at anyway.
This is a true statement.
True.
I'm almost magically good at it, but just almost.
Without the magic.
Correct.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
All right.
You just gotta
so I will talk to
check with
Timolt and
Timolt
see
first.
if Kade, does Timolt have a girlfriend or boyfriend or non-binary friend? Just,
A partner. Estrella forgot the word for partner.
I did. I
forgot there's
Rebecca
a word.
forgot the word for partner and was already there. So, yeah, I guess Timolt does have a non-binary friend.
I am Timolt's non-binary
Good point.
friend.
Well,
Not to my knowledge.
all right. So, I guess I will ask him when he said he was coming tonight. So, see if that's even an option.
Do you know what, like, specifically we're looking for in the library, or
Well,
is
I
this
mean-
just a shot in the dark? Hope for the
So,
best?
real quick, as I just jump back in, I'm going to say that it's been like, I said you guys got there at 5, so it's been like about an hour right now.
Okay.
Estrella, you do know that that Timolt's reports were due
At 7.
in 2 hours, so 7, when he said that pretty much the place closes.
So,
Continue.
so they would have an so the reason it even came up at all was that I asked Timolt about, if where I would find information about the realm of the other, which is, the realm that with us and all of that. And any information
Brought the lovely sprites that you guys
right. So
encountered.
that seems like pertinent information to us. And maybe, I don't even really know what we need to know, but it does seem like if we're going to find any information, there's 2 sources that we could find it. This restricted section of a library where people are meeting to talk about all of the stuff that's going on in the world, or directly from the multitude of forces' mouths. So, yes, it
Sounds
is
like a
a
plan
shot
to
in the dark,
me.
but it seems like a good shot. Like a
Yeah, I agree.
the target's pretty big.
Sign.
So, I guess we just kind of hang out, unless you guys have anything else to say, for at least until Timolt and others arrive.
I'm going to say about now, Titian and Esmaine come walk in.
Before they get there, I just want to say, to the side.
Yeah.
So, this should probably be on the hush-hush. So, I'm going to need to get Timolt away if I'm going to ask about, stuff. So, just, if you wouldn't mind distracting people when that time comes, that would be lovely.
I can
You
try.
got it.
Cool.
I can try too.
Okay, maybe...
Actually, Monty, this is right up your alley. I
can
think
help.
this would be a perfect job for you.
Just do not mention that you're being a distraction. The word distraction is not
Yes.
in your vocabulary outside of this circle. Square, whatever.
Just like that other word we
we
talked about, right?
Alright, so it's the F word and the D word. I got it.
Very good.
Right.
Oh god.
I just
Good,
thought of
because
something for him.
Zahara, with her
I just
7
thought
hit
of something
points,
for
is,
him to
definitely
say.
not for socializing at the moment. She's
just-
there because she has to, but she's definitely not up for socializing.
Alright, so you don't have to be the distraction. You can just
Release Monty
yeah,
on the
just
world.
Take a nap
Let
right
Maestro take care of it. Once he's got it.
Alright.
So I'm going to say that Esmane and Titian come in at this point.
Esmane
come waltzing in.
is the wood elf.
Esmane is the wood elf.
Cade's-
The Lindsay Lohan.
The Lindsay Lohan.
Okay. Cool.
And then Timolt
Yeah.
is this
Timolt-
beauty right
You
here.
mean Titian, but yeah.
Oh, Titian is this beauty right here. Alright. So they come walking in, and Titian goes, he looks and he sees Claudax at their usual table, head down, and then he turns his head and he sees you guys all sitting in a corner, and he, like, mainly looks at Kade, like, what up? Are you nudging him towards Claudax's table, or
No, to ours.
Okay, he comes over, he nudges Esmane, and she kind of, like, goes like, what? She goes over to Claudax to just be like, hey, are you okay? Hey, are you okay? Like, to just, check on him as a friend. So Titian comes over, he nudges Kade to slide into the booth, and goes, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Sorry, that came out higher pitched than I meant it to be.
I loved it.
No, he goes,
Sup, guys?
sorry, I gotta get into my Titian and Timolt are a little bit similar, they just have different energies about them, so I gotta
Titian's the
Right,
like
that's
bro
so-
one, right?
Yeah, he's a little more bro-y, so I gotta get into my bro state. See, this is why I need hats.
Oh, yeah, sup, guys?
I don't know how that would make you broy, but alright.
I'm totally gonna play a character with a
If I
voice
put
like
it
that
on
one of these days.
backwards,
Hot jaw, dude!
put it on backwards, be like, alright.
Oh,
He doesn't
dude.
wear a backwards baseball cap, but
Right.
Yeah.
Just,
alright,
Sup,
sup?
dude. Nope, that didn't work for me. Hi. Hello.
Dude, I don't know what
Yeah,
people want.
the phrase didn't work for anyone involved, so let's just pretend it didn't happen. Hello,
Zahara gives a
Titian,
nod and
welcome
goes,
to our
"Sup,
booth.
dude?"
Thank you, Estrella, for welcoming me to your booth.
Yup. All right. Well, you've been welcomed.
He immediately just
They.
turns to Kade and what's up? He okay?
I
mean,
think so.
Kate almost died today, and so did Zahara. So I'll just let you deal with that
It's-
situation.
No,
it's
I was
gonna
pointing
die.
to Claudax.
Oh, is he okay? I thought you said, "Are you okay?"
Like,
Oh, so we don't care about that. Okay, fine.
oh, I guess actually you guys look like shit. So he,
We do.
I
Hey, what's Kate's hit points
Titian is
at?
not saying that, but in that case, he looks at Kade and goes, "What happened? And is he okay? Is this similarly related?"
No,
Or is-
I don't know
Okay.
what his deal is. He's
All right, he's
fine.
just being Claudax. Okay.
He can come over here if he wants to.
I'm going to say that Titian calls Claudax just Dax. So he's like, okay, he could.
I like that.
So he just goes, all right, so he's just being Dax. Okay. What happened to you? You look
Kate,
fine.
how many hit points do you have? I'm curious.
I have 16.
Oh,
So,
so I look even more like shit.
I lost all my spells. What did I do?
it's fine. You can live
It
a
was
life
those
without magic.
Gricks.
It's gross anyway.
You know what I will do? That I probably should have done earlier. I'll just for like the sake of, the story. I'll cast Healing Word on Zahara.
Oh, yay.
Aw.
How much?
Yeah, how much?
That is 9 hit points.
Right, now I'm at 16.
Even. Like,
Oh, now you're at the same amount. And so he then sees that and goes,
Song of
sorry,
Kade's voice that never is ever spoken. Heals Zahara.
oh yeah, what does Cade's healing word look like?
What words do you speak?
Oh god.
You read from a book? You take out a book and just read?
I kind of think that
reading
would be
a whole
cute.
passage.
Yeah. Something about
Yo, you should look up
healing.
like poetry, and you should look up poetry, and or no, you hate poetry, don't you?
Poetry.
Not
My
poetry.
brain
but
can't
you should look up
comprehend poetry.
You should look up like sections of
Prose.
books that you like.
Yeah.
Or
about
you know.
healing.
To be determined what Kate says.
That would be cool.
But what do you think it looks like? Do they just like put a hand on like Zahara's shoulder, or
Yeah, I envision Zahara kind of like slumped on the table a little bit, so I'll like put my hand like on her back and like I picture like have you seen Charmed?
When I was a child.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
healer, when he heals, like a little yellow light comes out from his hands, and that's how I always picture people like healing.
See, is it bad that
Yeah,
my
they think
actual
it's
first
true.
thought went to Jimmy Neutron with Carl and his parents going, naughty, naughty, naughty.
That is absolutely not what I do.
I love the comparison though.
Wonderful.
Our brains went in two very different directions
I still
there.
love how much your minds have melded that you're still like.
Is
Alright.
that melded?
All right, so
I guess I'm
Cade
probably
allows,
across the table
let's
from
say
them, so Titian is sitting next to me. Is that I'm just trying to get a picture of where people are. So like they're next
I mean,
to
I
each other, so
assumed
I'm
it was
across.
like a booth. I assumed it was like a booth, so like.
Oh, are we?
So
Kate.
Zahara's like in the middle.
Yeah, so like.
Okay, but I want you to think about that. That would imply that we all three just sat next to each other in a line with nothing on the other side.
No. The wall is here, and it's Cade, Titian, Zahara, Estrella.
I was picturing one of those curved booths.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
mind.
I'm still
What's your
confused.
Oh, if it's
in
curved,
order.
then I would still say
I was
Zahara.
picturing like a Denny's booth.
I would still then
I think
picture.
we're thinking way too hard about this.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I reach across
All right,
the
we
table
gotta get. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway.
and heal Zahara.
All right. So.
Like, Smite.
Titian sees
Oh,
that
you won?
and goes, okay, you still both don't look great.
It's been a
Well,
die.
there's nothing you can really do about the fashion choices, so. Now that one was about
That's
style.
where I was. Titian goes, honestly, that was hilarious.
I look at Titian out of the corner of my eye.
Come on, that was a good dig. And he goes, so what happened?
We went out with the professor. What else could have happened besides this?
True.
There's a lot of shit in those woods.
There is a lot of shit in those woods.
You know.
There's a lot of monsters in it, too.
Yeah, we found that out firsthand.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, a lot of things. Where do you want to start?
I take a sip of my drink. Is Esmaine at the table yet?
Yeah, well, with that, he goes, all right. He turn and they turn around, and Esmaine is like starting to walk over. She's like, he's having troubles with the girlfriend again.
Who's the girlfriend? Do we know the girlfriend? Have I met the girlfriend?
You don't know the girlfriend. I mean, Cade probably knows the girlfriend. It's just some girl. Claudax has you guys don't know this. I mean, Cade would.
I was
Claudax
actually
has-
asking that of Kate. I wasn't like. So, like, that was in
you're-
character me saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What did you
I
ask me?
said, oh, who's the girlfriend? Have I met the girlfriend? I like gossip. Obviously.
I don't know that you've met the girlfriend.
So I just made this up on the spot, Kade.
Okay.
The girlfriend, Claudax has lived. I didn't make this up. Claudax has lived here his entire life. He's like basically a version of like, I live in this magic town, but I don't do magic. I just have a
Gotcha.
regular job. And I've lived here since I was born. Like, a lot of these people move to this city
Right.
to go to this school, but he has just lived here his whole life, and he's just like a 26-year-old guy who's just still living in his hometown.
Damn, that's
Like
sad.
me.
Yeah, same. I mean, same. I'm not. That's not. That's not a dig. Maybe that's a personal dig. Maybe this guy.
Well, can't all move
It's fine.
states and states away.
Anyway,
My
so he
I
lives
just-
here with
hold
his
on, I
girlfriend?
need to pause for a second. My earphones are dying, so I have to switch
Okay.
headphones, which means that the sound is going to cut out for a second, which is why I'm saying this.
Okay. Shall hold.
Yeah, I think Zahara's gonna drink more of her beer now.
Just quietly suffering.
Yeah.
I
Zahara's doing like minimal social interaction at this point.
Okay, now we're good.
Okay. So yeah, Esme just, says, this is just another girl who has lived in this town her whole life, kind of thing. So he's having problems with the girlfriend again. And she sits down and slides in next to Estrella. I don't know. Now it's a curved booth. Trying to figure out how
Dang booth.
like 6 people can fit in a booth.
I'm gonna
Uh,
say it's one of those corner booths.
yeah,
that's what I was
Wait,
thinking
it's
of.
yeah, it's the opposite corner booth.
Cozy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Anywho, so
So
it's not important.
Uh.
What happened? What happened to you guys?
I mean, I'm
You don't want to know.
We went out in the woods. It was a hole with the professor. It
This is
was
the
a
kind of thing
thing.
that happens when you go out into nature.
I agree. I don't
No,
like
You
nature.
know I am a wood elf, right?
Doesn't mean you have to go outside. I'm not racist. I'm not gonna assume anything about you.
Racist.
Zahara's given the side eye. Like, what?
I'm sure your woods aren't infested with manticores and nothics, so probably much nicer than the ones outside of town.
All woods are gross. Why do you
I
think
tried
we
to
build
save ya.
houses?
Oh my god!
Zahara's really giving the side eye now.
Esme!
And then she's gonna look
I
to
think
Esmane
up
and like
and-
kind of give like a cocked eyebrow, like, can you believe these two? Like that kind of
Jeez,
look.
I'm gonna make an enemy of this girl too, aren't I? I haven't had an enemy in like 2
Esme gets
episodes.
I think Esme gets up and goes sits with Claudax again.
Oh, damn it.
Kade.
No, she can sit with
Kade,
me.
Kade, so, okay, I know you and I, we're not besties or anything, and I realize I'm an intuitive person, and so I know how probably you wanted her to be here instead of me. Like, this is probably, I'm sorry.
Kate's just gonna like chug the rest of their drink and just like put their head down and say
Tanya
it's
comes up,
fine.
refills it, gives everybody a refill.
I don't
Why-
have the hat to hide in, but I am very hidden in the hat right now.
Tanya sees
I'm sorry,
Kade
but
chug their
nature
drink.
is gross. What am I supposed to do about that?
I mean, Caitlin
Without
firmly
nature,
agrees
you
with
wouldn't
you.
even have any food to eat.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't have food. You wouldn't have
Okay.
clothes.
Titian is also like, dude.
What? It's not an offense to her in particular. How am I supposed to know she's so natural? Like,
and he looks at
natural.
Kade, and it's just like, so
it wasn't supposed to be. Why do people keep taking offense to things I say that aren't about them? Oh.
And
I mean, when you insult the interest like that, like, what if I told you that, oh my god, fashion was the worst thing in the world?
And they're like, close.
I tried to recover with, these woods are infested with things that are trying to murder me. I'm gonna look at Titian and, like, make a gesture for him to, like, move out of my way so I can get up.
Well, Titian was gonna go over to the table. They were also gonna go over to the table, but if he sees that you're gonna go, they just, like, they get out of the seat.
Scaring everybody away.
Me. I'm terrible.
And then he sits back down.
Yeah, and I think maybe this will help get numbers away from the table now. Because I assumed Timalt would be showing up soon.
Oh.
Yeah, so Titian, like, sits back down, like, kind of wanting to let you have a moment with Esmane if you wanted. And then is like, so...
Do you love trees?
Do you also hate the beach?
No.
Did you say, do you love trees?
I just want to make sure I just want to know where we're at here.
Titian
I want to start all conversations like that from now on. Just sit down. Do you love trees? No? Okay.
Well, I self-identify as a tree hugger, actually.
Self-identify.
And see, it's not that I judge you for that. I just don't want to be a part
Why
of
did
it.
I say that with an accent?
Isn't that? I mean, I'm just expressing my opinion.
Titian says, do you also hate the beach?
No, the beach is cool. I mean, I don't love the sand being all up in places and stuff, but, like, I can get behind the beach at times. I think I've been to the beach, like, all of one time, but it was nice. Don't have particularly great memories of it, truly, but it seems nice.
They're like, okay. And they turn to Zahara and says, huh?
I love the beach. I have
I can vibe still. I'm good.
Alright.
Yeah, the town I grew up in had a beach.
Alright,
And
I can vibe
shakes
then.
her head and, like, gets back into it.
I can vibe then. I'm good.
Alright,
That's quite nice.
And they
don't
just
insult
stay
trees,
settled.
Don't insult the beach. What else? You want to tell me what else I shouldn't insult today? Just,
Maybe just don't insult in general.
So I'm not allowed to have an opinion on things? I have to like everything now? So boring.
You don't have to be as outward about disliking things as you are.
You all are
if you can't
outward
say
about
anything nice,
me.
don't say anything at all.
Titian does that thing where you put points to Zahara like,
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's so. Honesty is an interesting thing for me. So, but fine.
I can see you have a complicated relationship with it.
Correct. I have a complicated relationship with honesty, and it's nice to be able to be honest about some things, but apparently I can't even be honest about that, so alright. Estrella will shut up. Estrella will have no more opinions. Estrella likes everything and everyone, and everything is great in the world. How are you?
Zahara's gonna sigh and say, like, oh, that's not what I meant.
Tanya comes by and tops off your drink now and walks away.
Everyone is just distressed.
So, anyway, on the topic of things that are lovely, banquets are lovely, right? Hey, Titian,
Yeah.
do you know about this banquet? Like, who gets to go to it? I'm just so fascinated. So many liters and stuff. Which I love.
It's just the masters and maybe like an apprentice or two.
So, not.
Well, masters and family, so that means when I say apprentice, I really just mean Timmel.
Right.
Why?
But just, I'm interested in banquets and such. I like food. Haven't had good food in a while.
This place has great food. What are you talking about?
I mean, like, fancy food.
You know what?
Okay,
and
I didn't say. Please don't.
He stands up and then he starts to laugh and he sits back down.
Oh.
I had you going though.
Or Estrella's gonna like have an aneurysm.
Tavern food is wonderful. You're all wonderful. I'm terrible. I'm gonna go curl up in a hole somewhere.
They put their hand on Estrella's, like, if Estrella does Estrella have a hand on the table? He like puts a hand on yours and goes.
Estrella's hands are probably on her hat for the most part, but sure.
Probably in this case, he then just taps. They tap the table. And it's okay. Just brief.
I've often wondered why I don't get along well with people, and I get it, I do. But at the same time, I don't think I'm that abrasive.
I mean, you and I have been vibing since day one.
Yes, exactly!
So
See?
I can't really say anything.
See? Vibing. I don't even entirely know what that means, but we are. Yes, thank you. I get you. We're, magic and all, and our it's great. And why is it not that easy with everyone else?
Because a lot of people care more about things than I do.
I have a condition. It's called caring too much, and it's incurable. That was basically me when I discovered I am in fact an empath. Obviously, that's Shannon saying that, not Zahara. But
Zahara, not quite the empath.
All right,
Sienna
fine.
too. But he does. He does kind of. Sorry, they scoot out of the booth and kind of like they motion to Zahara, leads the way to the other table, knowing that you'd probably rather be with them than necessarily here, if that's what you guys were saying.
Wait, who is you and who is them, and which is the what?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait, is Titian gesturing to me to go to the other table?
Just leaving.
Yeah, you want. No.
Yes.
Titian was trying to suggest if you wanted to just hang out the two of them.
Oh, me and Titian. So Titian is gesturing for Zahara to leave, basically, saying.
If she wants to, you can vibe with us too, but it doesn't look like you're having a better time here.
Yeah, Zahara's she's just kind of I'm tired. I'm just gonna go.
All right, I know I'm a
so
lot.
It's just you and Titian at the table. And Kade, when you walked over to Esmaine, wanna do that scene real quick?
Yeah, I tried to open up my character sheet and I've done something horrible.
Oh,
now it's just taking up a third of my screen and I can't look at it. Hold on. There we go. What's happening? Okay. Is there like music in this?
There is
Tavern?
not a dance floor. I asked last time.
You did ask last time, but let's say about now, I'm gonna say that there's probably someone like playing a fiddle in a corner or something.
You're gonna drink in the sound of the fiddle music. Sorry, that is a reference
like-
to NADPOD for absolutely no one else but the three of us, but...
Like the first not like the first
yeah.
episode. Favorite way to start off a campaign.
Okay. Is she like sitting at the table? Or is
Yeah, she went to go sit across from Claudax and kind of also just put her head down.
Alright, I guess I'll walk up. I feel like I'm gonna botch this.
I believe in you.
I'm gonna
I give you bardic
tap.
inspiration. I can't actually do that because I'm not a bard, but I could give you guidance because
The help action.
Oh sure, I can give you the help action.
I don't
I
know
can
that
cast-
you're
But
gonna
this
can give
already
you
happens,
guidance,
this
though.
situation.
This already happens, though.
Alright, I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder. I feel like what I want to do is dumb. Alright, so I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder so that she like sits up. I'm sorry about all that. She's a little blunt, and I don't know. I haven't known her that long. I don't think she means harm. I'm gonna like extend my hand like as like a take my hand, stand up kind of thing. I'm gonna say, I was almost murdered today. Humor me. And see if she takes my hand.
Okay.
There's a plan
Oh,
after
does.
this. If she
She
like
does.
accepts and stands up.
Yeah.
I want to like dance.
Okay.
Can I like make?
Like I want to twirl her.
Oh.
And just like I know there's not a dance floor, but like like I'm picturing like
Yeah.
old-fashioned taverns, like people just kind of
Yeah.
like milling about.
So, can I?
You could do a cute thing like that, yeah. You could 100% do a cute thing like that.
That's what I'm trying to
If she
do.
has to-
I'm gonna say
Go on. Sorry.
I'm actually gonna say roll me a persuasion check first for I guess I should. Oh, I already gave it to you. I'm not gonna take this away. This is cute as hell.
Can I see this from across the room and give her like a thumbs up, which is me giving her guidance? Because I know
I'm going to say that
because
you
I
have
already
taken her
referenced
hand.
knowing the I mean I already I referenced Estrella knowing about Kade's
Yeah.
Our
yeah.
brains
Yeah.
are just working at top speed
Yes.
today.
Who has the brain cell?
It's
No,
not
none
me.
of us.
I had an
Monty.
interview earlier today and it was
Monty has
horrible.
it?
So yes, Monty has it.
That means that I should have it, but I don't. I don't know where it
Well,
went.
We lost it.
Actually, that's a lie. I have it because I have a final that's due at midnight, and I've been working on it all day, and I'm not near done. So
Is
it's
that
my
having the
goodness.
brain
the brain
cell?
cell's sitting in the homework.
There you go.
Okay, that's fine.
Collecting dust.
It's considered.
So yeah, can I?
Yeah, I'm going to say that as Esmane takes your hand and like you stand up and like start to guide her maybe a little closer to like the fiddle player or whatever, you could have like looked back at the booth and seen Estrella go. Like, so I don't know what does that do
You
for?
could roll an extra d4 with your roll.
Cool. I'm going to have you make a performance check.
Oh fuck! Okay,
You're a bard. That should be good.
I am. You're right. I'm a bard.
If performance is your dump stat as a bard.
That would be very bad.
Performance is not my dump stat. Hold on.
No, we all
I
have
can do this
like
at
18.
the same
Oh wait,
time.
no. Cade and I both
Strength
have
is
18.
my dump.
Strength is all of our dump stats.
I have a -2.
Yeah, actually, none of you have a high strength.
It's -2 or -2, -1, 0. So you know.
Okay. I got, with guidance, I got a 21 performance.
Nice.
21. Kade, you twirl Esmane around, and it is beautiful and cute and comforting, and she starts to smile at you.
Good.
Aww.
See, I supported that. I'm a good friend.
you knocked her down.
Well,
so I
it was
could
all
pick her
part
up.
of the plan.
That's a tactic, I guess.
See, you're welcome.
Estrella is the unwitting, what's the name? Wingwoman. I'm tired. My brain's been out of it for the past 20
You
minutes.
and Zahara are tired.
Yeah.
We're
both at the point where, like, social, like, we just can't do the social interaction. It just ain't working. Too tired.
So at this time, Tumult finally comes strolling in with Elec.
Finally.
With Elec.
And the two of them, and Elec does the same thing that she did last night, and goes, next round's on me! Finally off of fucking work! And runs to the bar, jumps over it, runs past you guys, being cute and dancing, jumps over the bar and starts to grab herself some like whiskey, and then like leans over on the bar and goes, "Aww," and then Tanya comes out from the back and goes, "What the fuck are you doing on this side of the counter? Get over." She goes, "Okay." And she grabs the bottle and her glass, jumps back over, and walks over to the table where Claudax is. Because that's your usual table, so they didn't even notice, really, that Titian and Estrella were sitting there. And Tumult walks in, but was kind of looking for you, so yeah, he comes walking over to you.
Question. Tumult told me... This is going to be a tongue twister. Tumult told me that Titian was also...
Oh my god! All of that alliteration, though.
So Tumult told me that Titian also was friends with Hollow, right?
I
believe you said that they were all going on a boating trip together or something like that.
Well, Titian wanted to come. He was a little more like a friend through association. I did say that he introduced him to some of the other guys, some of the other people. What?
Wait, do you mean he or they? Like, which one are you talking about now? Because
Tumult
introduced Hollow
he said that they
Titian.
He did.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
Did mention that he I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yes, Titian knows. Titian was friends.
Is my kind of slightly anti-mage guild person. Pyramid scheme guy. Okay.
Pyramid guy. I forgot I gave him that. Just say.
Okay. Cool.
I love playing Titian.
Now you get to be both of them.
Tumult comes walking over.
Estrella's harem.
Goodness.
Oh no.
Tumult comes walking over and nudges Titian to slide in, and goes. Or actually, no. Tumult comes walking over and just kind of like stands at the foot of the table, not necessarily.
Hello. Welcome.
Hey, he like kind of tries to motion to you, like, do you want to be alone?
Like, alone with Titian or alone with Timalt? Which alone?
He's so, because you guys were going to meet there, not like in a dating kind of way, but like, because he assumed that you wanted to talk about stuff. So
welcome.
He asked, like, you want to be alone, the two of you.
Well, now it's awkward if I just leave Titian when Titian got rid of someone. So have a seat.
No, Titian goes, no, I'm good.
Well, I didn't say that out loud.
Oh,
no, I'm not gonna say, well, now it's awkward. Like, I mean, I say a lot of things out loud, but not that. No, I just said, oh, Timalt, hi. Have a seat.
Alright. And
have you two met?
Timalt pushes Titian over, and Titian's like, you don't have to push me, man. And goes, you guys cool? I know he took you on a tour today. Was he nice? Were you nice to her?
He was positively enlightening.
And Timalt goes, why do you assume that I'm a jerk? Like, I didn't do anything to you, Titian. Titian goes, I know, but sometimes you can be a little sullen.
You know, sullen, abrasive, maybe we are a good pair. So,
Go.
Sorry, you cut out for a second. I did not get what you just said.
Did you say that out loud?
No, I didn't say that out loud. No, I said it out loud. I think I said it in a voice, so I guess I said it out loud.
Okay. Then Titian goes, at that comment, Titian goes, should I go?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna go, and
I would love
like,
to talk
lets
to you
him out.
later. You know, it's been great getting
And
on with you.
And they turn around and go,
okay.
And goes to walk at the other table.
Alright. So look.
Zahara, I'm assuming that you also went over to the other table at this point, and they're just
went to
chilling
the other table
with
and just
Ella.
collapsed face first.
Yeah, it's nudged Quadax.
I'm gonna turn to Kade and say, so, are you still offering your key to get back into your place?
I throw her the key.
Just gonna say, thanks, mate. I'll see you later or tomorrow morning, depending. And she's gonna go back to Kade's apartment to crash.
Is Monty coming with you?
Please. Why would you not bring him?
Because he was gonna be a distraction.
I think we're clear now anyway, so.
Yeah, she's gonna look over at the other table, see that we have our two together that we're trying to, and she's gonna say, alright, come on, Monty. Need to get some sleep.
Okay. Good night, everybody. And the entire tavern simultaneously turns and goes, good night, Monty.
Aww.
And he goes waddling out after you. And you're like, how did all of them know that is him? We've been here one day.
And
then you realize that maybe
but
Monty
not
has
surprised
his own
at the same
adventures.
time. It's like
What?
this.
Yeah.
She's like simultaneously confused but not surprised.
Yeah. And then
Like
you realize
he would be making friends with everybody in the bar and the town.
And then you realize that Monty maybe has his own adventures that he goes on.
We're gonna have to do a one-shot special for that one.
Might have to.
Monty.
Just Monty.
Monty and Ruby. The Adventures of Monty and Ruby.
Oh my god, yes.
And Steve. Yeah.
And Steve.
What's my Steve method doing this whole time?
Wait, what's Steve?
Steve is the steam method that is in my air mattress.
Right. Yeah.
You know, Steve can have a life while I'm not sleeping.
Monty, Ruby, and Steve.
Yeah. I will play Steve.
It's quite the group.
Oh my gosh, that would be so. That honestly, we should do that though. The three of us, Ruby, Monty, and Steve.
See, I want to be Ruby. But I feel like I'm the only other person who could be Monty, so...
If there's ever a day that I can't do D&D, that's when you'll just do this horrid one-shot of weird miscellaneous characters.
I could be both.
Yeah, you have to
miscellaneous
find your
half
own
character.
weird familiar too. Not that Steve is
Do
my
I?
familiar,
I don't
but
want
you know.
one.
Dude, you're gonna get one eventually, Kade. You're gonna get one that you surprisingly care about.
Oh God.
Not that I actually have that planned.
See, now that you said Steve, it makes me think of the one TikTok where it's like the builder, the fighter, the racist, Steve.
Steve's not racist.
No, that was
No. It's like 4 different people though.
I think it's the like good
Oh.
and good night to. Is it one of those like and good night to a
Good
list
night
of a
to-
bajillion people? Yeah.
Okay, so
Omnipotent God.
so shush. So Zahara goes off with Monty and Ruby in tow. Kade is dancing sweetly with Esmain, and the rest of the group is just chilling at that one table. And we will leave us with. I mean, we'll have this conversation first.
Okay, so
With
here,
you and.
This is the conversation that you missed while you were in the bathroom or something. So.
Yes, so I don't
You
actually
know.
know what's gonna happen. You have to act. We're gonna really roleplay this. I don't know what the plan was.
So Tumult.
Yeah.
Do you have a partner? Like a significant other? Kade seemed to be under the impression that you didn't.
No.
Okay. So, do you get a +1 to this banquet?
If I was dating someone, I probably could. Or if I wanted to bring a date, I probably could.
Huh. So, do you want to bring a date?
You want to come to the thing with me, don't you?
I do.
Oh God, why did I do this?
Should I roll or anything?
Yeah.
I would have pepped myself up before this talk.
You're. How many times a day can you cast guidance,
It's
or
a
like, is it? Oh, it's a cantrip. That seems broken.
It's only
but
a
okay.
D4, but I agree.
Yeah.
But it is only a D4, so.
That's fine. It's broken for like casual roleplay, definitely not for combat, because who's gonna waste a turn doing that, you know? Yeah.
No, I have a player in my other campaign who casts guidance on himself before every single roll, pretty much. Not in combat, obviously, but like otherwise. I'm just like, yep, that's technically how it works. As long as we're not in an initiative and like as long as you're in some situation like that, pretty much. So,
how does Estrella cast guide? I know that she doesn't actually cast it. But
my idea of it is that it's like I'm giving myself a pep talk, basically. Like I'm giving myself some advice or something, so I would have pepped myself up before I bridge this conversation, because Estrella is a lot of things and is great at, you know, talking all the time, but like she is, you know, not super comfortable with the dating subject, so yeah, so she would have pepped herself up a little bit.
Got it.
Okay, which means I need a D4, that would be helpful.
That is usually how that works.
You would think. Okay. It's not my Estrella D4, but hopefully it doesn't screw me. Okay, it didn't screw me. So what am I actually rolling? Persuasion or
yeah, persuasion.
Which, of course, I don't have expertise or anything in. Okay, so that is a dirty 20.
Damn. I wasn't planning for this.
Yep. Shouldn't have gone to the bathroom.
So you get it for having a bladder. Alright. You see him go, oh, why did I fucking do this?
You know, I'm pretty cute, so, like, it's kind of like a win-win situation.
Yeah, just wear blue.
That's...
Okay, I can do that. I would like to point out that I will be in disguise for very obvious reasons to you and me. I think you know why. So I'll wear blue. My skin will probably not be blue. It would clash anyway. It's a little too much, So just putting that out
What about
there.
the shoes?
Purple. Purple would look nice with blue.
I can still wear of course, these are magic shoes. So.
That was a joke. You didn't actually ask that. I just wanted to bring up that factor again.
I will be wearing yes, I will mostly be
No,
wearing.
so you
blue.
don't.
But yes.
All right, make sure they're these color blues. Like he shows you the jacket, so it's like the light and the dark.
I can do that. Don't you worry. I'm quite a master of disguise, as it were. So almost magical.
I love that movie.
Me too. But you could almost say I'm magical about it, but not actually, because I'm not magical, or maybe I am. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I know. Remember, I was the one that helped you with that.
Yeah, I still
forgot
don't
that
want to talk
happened.
about that. I'm still.
The others don't know that happened.
Yeah, we're not talking about that situation right there. That's a whole can of purple worms that I'm not gonna deal with.
Okay.
So, but regardless, blue it is. So it's a date. Oh, also, wait, hold on. Okay, I'll ask him this. Do you happen to know who will be there?
Yeah, all the master mages. Onu. Obviously my mom, Marlene. Yeah, and then their families.
Okay, so just for the record, my name is Carla Lafrell. So
Carla.
Just so we're all on the same page, Carla.
All right then. Carla.
So, pleasure doing business with you, right? A beautiful partnership, I think. Absolutely nothing will go wrong, I promise.
I look forward to it.
I need to roll a deception check on that. I'm kidding.
What?
I said absolutely nothing will go wrong, I promise. Which is probably a lie, but obviously that's not a deception thing. But
oh, we'll find out.
Retroactive deception check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will get up and say, "I look forward to it, Miss Lafrell." And he walks over to where his friends are.
Alright, this is fine.
Totally Kade, at this point, like, you have been
Tim said, "Who will Estrella insult at the banquet?"
Oh, God. I'm gonna be in front of so many important people.
Good question!
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I think we've been able to establish by now that Estrella should know how to act around these
Estrella
people.
will
This
be
is her
much
element.
more tamed.
This will be her element.
Yes, I assume we probably talk about this later, after we all leave, and you probably do save it. Like, that would make sense. And I would just say, look, let's just say, this is my element. I have some experience talking to important people. I can keep it under wraps. I know how to shut up when I'm supposed to. I just have chosen not to of late because I'm tired of it.
Are you saying that to
I'm saying
Timel?
No, I'm saying that to Kade and Zahara later. To Kade later. I assume we're having some sort of powwow about this, that it worked out because we have a plan.
Oh, yeah. So, do you guys all go back? You're all back in the apartment. You could wake Zahara up for a little bit. I won't count that against your long rest or anything.
Yeah, wait, what time is it when they get back?
You're probably asleep. I mean, It's like
midnight.
maybe an hour and a half later or something like that.
So what, like 9?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna say she's not quite asleep yet. She's getting ready for bed.
Oh,
She
I
would
also
be on her
probably would. I just
phone,
want to.
like, under the cover.
Yeah. Can we just pretend that in that conversation with Timmel, I said something about that Kade was gonna.
That's what
respect
I was about
Kade?
to say.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
implied in there somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, that part I caught,
Yeah.
so I'm going to,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when we get back, I explain. Okay. So here's the deal. He said yes. So I am going as his +1. I will. My name.
Nice.
I'm going to need some blue, which is not my color, but that's fine.
I don't own dresses,
Don't worry,
so I
I
can't
can
help
ta-
you there.
I didn't think
Same.
you did. I wouldn't want any dress that either of you would own. That's fine. I got this on my own.
fucking.
But you are also a lot taller than me,
Also
so.
true.
I mean, mine also has a
Yes,
hole in the
exactly.
back.
Tail
So,
hole.
you know,
This
my
is what I was
tail.
talking about.
I wouldn't advise.
Yes.
Well, no, you got a tail too. Mine's
do.
much
Mine-
bigger.
Mine's just kind of like small. So, but anyway,
Mine's much
yes,
bigger.
don't worry. I have all day tomorrow to shop, so that's exciting. So, yes, I will be going, and yeah. Any concerns?
No, have fun. No, have fun.
All right. Well, good luck with
Um,
the books.
Monty,
would you like to take Monty with you?
I don't
Can
know
I
that
have
Monty.
some
I
conversation?
mean, as lovely as a bow tie
Can
would
I
look on
have-
Monty, I mean, it's only a +1, not a +1.5. So,
I'm less than a half. I wouldn't be alive without magic.
yeah.
Oh, magic.
I think Monty would be more useful.
Do you remember
outside
me
of
from your show in Dormishire? I was all like, I love magic.
Actually, I do remember that. That's pretty hard to forget.
The awakened
Yeah.
shrub in the audience.
Alright, so that's the plan. And yeah, like I said, Estrella does mention, like, not to worry because, Estrella has experience in. I have experience, pretending and facing people of this caliber. So I know what to do. I won't insult anyone, I won't be myself. Don't worry.
Alright.
Yeah, I think Cade's not gonna say anything to that. I feel like they don't want to add on or like make Estrella feel bad or feel worse.
Zahara's just gonna be like, alright. Like, okay.
Not Estrella. Zahara's like
Zahara.
in her PJs,
Yeah,
got
like-
eye masks
Yeah.
on, is trying to
She's
like
got like her little
blanket,
nightcap.
like
the
all
Naruto
right,
style.
okay.
I love the idea of a dragonborn in a nightcap. That's wonderful.
Alright, she canonically has a
Yes,
nightcap now.
I
and it's
support
just,
this.
Alright.
Even in the middle of the woods, you still wear a nightcap. Like,
We need that fan art now.
yes, please.
Someone's got to draw Zahara with a nightcap.
Yes.
I still need to finish my actual drawing of her.
Put a
I'll get to it
nightcap on it
eventually.
now.
it's gotta-
Now you gotta add the nightcap.
Yeah, but it's gonna be her like fighting in the woods
At
with her
night.
bow, and I'm like,
The
at
nightcap
night, at night.
Yeah, exactly.
at night.
Someone just woke her up prematurely. Alright.
So Zahara's gonna say, all right, well, if we're done with our
Just go to
conversation,
sleep. Just
I'm
go on.
gonna go to
on.
sleep.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Please go to sleep.
Um,
Monty has a
and then
matching
there's-
nightcap.
he 100%
Yeah.
does.
Yes.
Yes, Tim.
So does Ruby.
Oh my
Ruby doesn't have a nightcap. She just has like,
Those
you know, the
hawk
falcon
caps,
cap.
Yeah, or falcon caps.
But it's still like colored the same way
Exactly.
as like the
it's
nightcap.
same coloration.
Honestly,
Monty
this
knitted it
is
for
kind
her.
of adorable, not going to lie. This makes nature kind of okay. Because it's kind of cute.
As long as
night,
all of
everybody.
nature has matching nightcaps.
I would accept it more that way. You think, you know?
Zahara's gonna make
Night,
it part of her
everybody.
mission now to make Estrella and Kade, but more so Estrella, like appreciate nature. So that's gonna be part of her personal mission now.
Good
I
luck
wish you luck.
with that.
Sorry, I'm just writing myself a note here. Carla
Carla
equals.
Frel.
Yeah, well, I know. Carla
Same.
equals Estrella.
Yeah.
All right. So
Woo.
with that, unless
Right,
there
on
was,
my list of fake names.
I just there wasn't anything that Kade or Estrella wanted to talk about with each other, right?
No.
Okay, so you guys all go to sleep.
Yes.
Yay, health back.
Yay.
We awake on the next day. Don't worry, we're gonna pause.
Oh, also Sienna, when we do the long rest, are we getting all of our hit die back or just half?
Not all of them. I feel like that's a weird thing.
Okay, so half.
No, she just.
No, all of them.
She said yes.
Oh, you said all of them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said not all of them. It's time to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we wake in the morning, we awaken on a beautiful day. And you guys will now have, I'm just letting you know, you will have next time we meet, you will have a day of things you can do to prep for this fantastical heist.
Gotcha.
Are we doing a heist, guys?
Little? It's a little.
A little heist?
An
I wouldn't say it's
informational
a
heist?
heist.
Yeah, we're not.
An
That's
information heist.
Recon
Yeah,
mission,
I guess.
is a.
Yeah, it's a recon mission for info.
Yeah.
So just keep that in your heads. And next time we see all of you guys at home, we will be having a heist. Kind of. A little bit.
Going to a ball.
I
Recon
hope
mission.
we haven't
And a
made your
library.
life too difficult considering that we have to do all this by next week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck.
Sorry. Forgot about that.
I forgot it was next week. Fuck, I have to plan a ball that I didn't... I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. I made that up
Yeah,
today.
welcome to my
Yeah, I
life,
had a
Sienna. You know how
feeling.
many times I have done this to myself? Welcome to being a DM.
Oh, I understand. I'm not gonna stop throwing wrenches into your plans, though, and I hope you don't
I'm not gonna
either.
stop going along with those wrenches. This is, again, being a
Oh,
DM
no, I
is
meant
just
for our
having your players pick up on the slightest little detail that you made up on the spot and make that into.
I know. I meant I'm not going to stop doing it to you in our home game. Just like I hope.
Oh yeah, I know. Yep.
All right.
Cool.
See you next week.
Will end our session. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's see if Estrella really can keep her mouth shut in public. And if Kade and Zahara can make their way through the library.
Before ending,
Another
Tim would like
Kade
to
Zahara adventure.
to hear about Rebecca's Facebook man.
All right, I promised that I would finish the story about Anthony, the Facebook man.
Yeah.
So here's the end of that story, and for anyone who's new, I think Tim is the only one who is in the chat right now, but there are a few other people watching. So, basically, last week I was contacted on Facebook by a rando guy named Anthony who asked me if I knew what FinDom was, which means financial domination, which is essentially where you yell at someone for money, and that's sexy.
It sounds like a fish-themed phone game.
That's what I thought it was when she sent that to us. She sent us like a private message, and I was like, "Isn't that like an app on your phone?"
Yeah.
No. I mean, maybe also, but no. So
the
guy kept messaging me after that, right? Like, I never responded. It was a message request, so I didn't respond to it. But like once a week or so for like the last month, he would just message me, asking like, "So, you into that?" And I'm like, and he's like, "I want to send you money," and I'm like, I mean, I want money.
I'm into that. I'll take
I mean,
money.
I want.
So, anyway,
So I went to go block him finally because the last message he sent, which was literally the day after this I talked about this on stream last week, he sends a message saying, like, basically asking me to answer him. He's like, and he's like, please answer me so that I know to stop, either to whether you are interested or whether I should stop. Otherwise, I will, or maybe you're not seeing this. So I will look for you I will contact you through other social media. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's a little concerning. Maybe I should deal with this, is what other social media? How are you going to contact me? And I'm like, I know. Okay. And so I was about to block him. I did end up blocking him. But, so I went to block him, and I noticed that on his, when you go to block, it says, their personal URL of their name. I agreed to him, but he was like, maybe she doesn't check Facebook and never saw them. That was basically what he was saying. It's like, I don't know whether you're seeing this and aren't interested, or whether you're not seeing this and so I should contact you elsewhere. Anyway, so it says their personal URL, and I noticed that on his personal URL he had a different last name, right? So I was like, interesting. And so I Googled the name, the personal name, just to do that out of curiosity, and that's how I found his secret Twitter account, which I say is secret because he did make a tweet about having separate accounts, and using a fake name, so already sketch. But anyway, so this Twitter account was just him reblogging Findom stuff and which is apparently just a big old thing, and people will girls, I guess, and guys will will post here's my Cash App, and he will just send them money. So that's what he would do. Was they would just post their Cash App, and he would just say sent. And so that's how I know that he was actually sending money to a lot of random girls, okay, online. And so his statement about wanting a fulfilling relationship, yeah, okay. But also, plot twist, he's also married. So he kept posting about how he's looking for someone who's into Findom and into what's it called? I guess adultery. He wanted, or what's the word? Homewrecking, that's the word. He kept going, hashtag homewrecker, hashtag wife hate. And I'm like, no thank you. Anyway, so it's just kept finding people, and then he just is a messed up dude. He kept talking about, different women that weren't interested in him because he was married, and even though they're already into Findom, and people and women in Findom are goddesses, and they shouldn't feel bad for other women because they're superior to my wife. It's so weird. Yeah, it was
so
just
weird. So creepy.
So out there, and so now I know all about this guy, etc. It was a time. So that's basically the moral of the story. I have blocked him, but I have also read a lot of his Twitter back a couple years. I was very bored. Yeah, so there's your update. I hope it was worth it. Worth the wait. Anyway, so with that,
Alright, well,
with that, I think Zahara and Shannon both need to sleep.
I have a final due at midnight, and I am not that far done.
hey!
You need to go do that. Use the brain cell.
Yeah.
None of us had it.
I'm taking the whole brain
cell. The brain cell to you. There.
Thank you.
No,
I
remember, none of us had it.
Right.
It was
Well,
sitting in
It's still in my homework.
homework. That's what. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be doing Ninda again next week. Yep. Looking forward to that. We plan a lot.
Can't wait for this banquet. I've got a date. How exciting!
Goodness. Subscribe to all of our channels and socials and such.
Join the Discord
is down below. Join that. That's where you can find
It's been
full-blown
popping this past week.
pictures
Pretty
of
awesome.
our NPCs and our characters, and more info on our channel.
All right.
Thank you guys.